for having us. This one goes out to all the commanders out there. It's called victory. I hope y'all like it. 1, 2, 3, let's kick it.
And good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good wherever the hell you are, everybody. Sorry, I don't know why I'm starting so chipper. I'm actually rather tired. It's not that early. It's 8:30 in the morning, but anyway, welcome. No Odyssey Phase 4 has not launched unless somebody in chat clues me in. I'm seeing somebody in Twitch just said that, right? So I've got the forum up next to me. I've got their Twitter feed next to me, paying attention. I just figured kind of like last time, hey, I'll get started a little bit early. Sorry, I'm opening up the Elite feed right now. That we could all just kind of wait before, and then once we have the patch notes, we can go through the patch notes together. And so just double checking the forums just right now. Yeah, I don't see anything. Confirm that you guys, number one, confirm you're hearing me okay. And then number two, let's just confirm. We've only got a couple of people in Discord chat right now, but guys in Discord, if you guys have a mic, give a shout out real quick. Perfect. Oh, that did not come through. Hold on, I'm glad I asked. Give me just a quick second. I know exactly what the problem is. It is that. Say something again for me, guys.
I gave my love a chicken. It
There
had no bones.
There we go. I love it. I love it. So if you'd like to come join us, there's only a few of us chatting right now, but for the regulars that know, I always try to welcome as many that want to come join for the streams in either Discord or Twitch. If you type !Discord for one of the commands, it will give you what I'm pasting in right now. The moderators aren't around right now, so if you guys have a question, like I see one for me, being all the other phases we knew, something by this time. Yeah, exactly. That's so artful. That's exactly what I was thinking, that by now, for every other phase, we have at least known that it was coming in minutes or, on the way out, that kind of stuff. So that's why I'm starting the way I am now. By the way, let me explain what's on the screen right now. This isn't just random. So this is one of the screenshots from yesterday's live stream. I'll admit I have not seen much of yesterday's live stream. I got some clips of it shared with me. I got some of the details shared with me. So for those of you that maybe have, if you want to come, if there's things that I maybe don't talk about here in a little bit, please let me know. Oh, also, by the way, if you're watching this later in the future, I promise I will go down in the time in the description and add the time code to jump to when we actually are launched. So you in the future will be able to go pow and be to, Exigeous playing the game. Since we can't do that, or just in case we can, let's see if that's possible. That'll happen, right? Nope, time travel not possible again. Okay, so what you're looking at is one of the screenshots from the live stream. So we'll go through these in just a second. I just thought it would be something to look at. Once those are exhausted, which is not going to take long. I mean, there are a few, and they do look really, really great. I kind of might put up, hey, I got polls set up. Might do a quick poll and see what you guys want to do. Do you want to, we can't play Odyssey right now. Do you want to play, go into and play some Elite and talk about the video that will be coming soon, which is on things to, planning for Odyssey's release, that kind of stuff. Would you rather do that? Like, what do you guys want to do? Hell, we could play CQC even, we could do something like that. So let me take us through the screenshots, because some of these are really pretty. And these are all the new planetary tech that somebody confirmed for me. I did not get confirmation that is or is not coming in today's update. I know there's a lot of stuff that's not coming until the release, and as I understand it, the planetary tech that's in there now is like a prototype version, and the real deal stuff is not coming until release. Is that correct, guys? No, it is not coming in this update. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, and let me see. Let me find the little list that I did have. Let's start there. Actually, Obsidian sent it to me. Okay, so what we know, planetary tech is not enabled, like you just said. Certain weapons won't be until launch. So yeah, is that also saying that we're not going to have things like the plasma rifles that we got accidentally in Phase 2? We're not going to get those at all till launch. Is that now correct? And we won't see any of the suit engineering at all. None of that until launch. Some people are saying the update's coming at 2 p.m. UTC. I just saw somebody mention that. Toki, are you asking or are you stating on YouTube? I don't see anything on the Twitter feed. Why can't they give us any kind of information? Don't see anything in the forum, so maybe, okay. So no plasmas rifles now, correct. Okay, that's strange and disappointing. And he said something like most of the graphical tech, like ambient occlusion and stuff like that, is currently completely off. I know it has seemed to me. Okay, wait a minute. Somebody else is saying 2 p.m. UTC is, yeah, it's 9 8 p.m. So that would be in 25 minutes. But is somebody saying that kind of? Okay, I'm just curious. If you guys, sorry, the chat is over here. If you guys see something and you see something definitively you can give me a reference for, please post the link. Please shout me out. Let me know. You guys are probably likely to see it faster than I am, given that I'm watching multiple things here. So back to the screenshots. Let's look at a few of these that I guess, unfortunately, we're not going to get until release. I think these look fantastic. This is actually some of what I'm most excited about. Now, one of my biggest fears around it is performance, right? Are we going to have any sort of performance that's going to match this? You know what? Hold on a second. I just realized, yes or no? A little bit of background music. I feel like it's super quiet right now. Give me a second here, guys. I'm going to play some of Miguel Johnson's stuff. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Not that loud. There we go. Okay, you guys let me know if that's too loud. Maybe that's a little too loud. Just there we go. So anyway, current UT. Okay, I think you guys are just discussing it again. If somebody sees a time, right, please at me, right? And Jack will say, okay, Dr. Key mentioned the occlusion is already in the alpha, but multiple objects are missing required structure data for the occlusion to fully work, and it's going to be ready for the full release. Okay, gotcha. I assume they acknowledge the fact that performance is as bad as it's been. I haven't bitched too much about that. Look, it's alpha. There's a reason you call it alpha. There's lots of reasons you call it alpha. Music too loud, guys? Let me know if the music's too loud, or maybe it's not even coming through. What mic am I using? I'm using an Audio-Technica 2035 XLR, I think. Update is not out yet, guys. Update is not out yet. No music. Oh, where do I have the music piped to? Oh, that's why. There you go. Now the music's coming through. Let me know if this. Yeah, thanks, guys. Let me know if that did it. If the volume's better now, or if it's too loud. I'll just kind of talk a little bit over it. You should be hearing it by now. Got to let chat catch up. The alpha is very early build, and the release version will be better. Yep. Okay. Good. They did not explicitly state the rise. This is okay. There we go. Okay. Cool. You guys are hearing the music now. And yeah, I did see the quotes about the way they talked about it being a branch, right? Okay. So to not get into a lot of crapping on the game and all that kind of stuff. Let's go back to, I want to talk about the, and if level is bad for music ever, guys, let me know. Thanks, Ric Flair. I appreciate it, buddy. Again, if you guys would like to come join us in Discord, please do. ! Discord will get you the link. Come join. Come chit chat. It's kind of quiet this morning. So if we look at some of these screenshots, some of them, I'll admit this one I think looks stunning. That looks, I know it's not, you look down at it at this angle, it almost looks like there's forest down there. We know there's not, right? But still, the glow effect of the atmosphere around it, how water world like that is, how Earth like that looks right there, I think that looks stunning. A lot of these look fantastic, right? This looks absolutely fantastic. Again, this looks fantastic. I think all of these are just great. I think somebody said, let's go back a bit. Whoops, if I can. This one, somebody said too blue. I think maybe somebody was talking about this. Toki was saying too blue. Maybe. I'd like to see their justification for why so blue. What is it in our atmosphere that it's the water, right? It's the water vapor. Is it specifically water vapor that makes our atmosphere blue, or is it the fact just that it wouldn't be just a liquid molecule. It would have to be water and the wavelength of light that it's bouncing through. So, yeah, what would it need to be that color blue, I guess is the question.
The exact composition of our atmosphere.
To be as blue as this, right? And you're right, it would have to be very similar to ours, but I wonder what would be their technical justification in game. It might just be video game, look blue, right? Which, hey, sometimes. I mean, all of these I think look really, really pretty. And so far, I've thought the current screenshots, to me, this is meh. What do you guys think? Actually, you know what? Here we go. Excuse. I wanted to use the new poll system. So let's do a poll. New organic life. And we'll do great. And we'll do, let's see, terrible, and like a medium one, you know, like don't care, like an NA. We'll just do NA.
From the screenshot, looks like they got rid of that TV static effect.
Oh, well, yes. It was the anti-aliasing. Yes, exactly. And so, hold on just a quick sec, guys. Let's see. I'm going to try this. I've never done this before. Okay, so the poll is, what do you think of the new organic life? You can either vote exclamation point great, exclamation point terrible, or exclamation point NA. Not applicable, you don't care, just basically, you know, meh. Right, so let me know what you guys think. I'm curious, and plus, I'm just curious to see how this poll works. This is this is some of it, right? Yeah, sorry, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, it reminds me an awful lot of how the No Man's Sky foliage was when it initially released.
Except a lot more sparse, right? You know,
in this particular screenshot, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'd say, and also even on the planets we've seen so far, I'll say it two ways. It's great that there's, when I've seen life, it's been everywhere on the planet, and that's great. I mean, that is great. It's been very repeating. It's been like the same 2 or 3 things. Hopefully, that's just because it's alpha. Right, I'll give it that pass. I won't judge it until it releases. But hopefully that's because it's alpha and that's not how it actually is, right? Because so far, I'll say for me, for this, I'm kind of I wouldn't say terrible, but if I had to pick between the two, that's why I made it a very straight up down. I'd probably say terrible. I find the No Man's Sky stuff pretty cool. I like that art style, and I know this is going for realism. But I just don't think there's just not enough to it to me, right? But anyway, let's look at the other screenshots. While I'll let the poll run here just for a little bit and see what it's like. I think this looks good. Very similar to I guess what we've have now, but a nice cleanup or a nice maturation of it. I guess is the way to say it. The lighting of the smoke effects, the light effects look great. Again, is that I guess that's an adder, maybe an apex taxia there on the ground. I think that atmospheric color looks really pretty. It's really nice to see these different colored atmospheres, which, absolutely makes sense. Again, going back to the question of how much of this is simply, we decided ammonia planets would look this color versus the science of it. I imagine in Frontier, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt that I would imagine, unless somebody can correct me, that nope, as far as we know, Monster Arthur Phase 4 is not out yet. So somebody let me know if for some reason they don't think this is accurate. Knowing Frontier, would think it's pretty damn accurate, or as accurate as current science knows. I mean, that's pretty gorgeous. That one, I'm guessing there was something wrong with the screenshot. It looks terrible. It looks super blurry to me, like something was wrong with it. That looks...
What is also really indicative, and I think great that you can see from these screenshots is that now all the lighting is actually properly colored. So also all the lighting, the reflective lighting and stuff, it's all got the correct colors, which just makes all the environments look so much more unique and so much prettier, I think.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I'm just going to cycle through them one more time, guys. Do you like the new Odyssey missions? Do you have a favorite? Yes, I do like the new missions. My hope is that they're dramatically expanded upon, because as I see it in kind of boil it down, you have 2 mission types. You have, well, I guess 3. You have go get something or go press button and come back with essentially 0 risk. So those would be just go deliver stuff or go scavenge something, or go restore power to a base. Some of them are more complicated than others. Or there's go shooty. So there's kill a single person, kill a bunch of people, kill a base worth. So there's shooty. There's then stealth, where depending on what type of stealth mission you do, you're almost certainly going to start by sneaking into the command center, turning off the alarms, murdering everybody in there, and then you go either press this button to steal this, or press this button to put this, or press this button to download this. So it's all kind of the same thing. So all of those, I'd say of me, the stealth are my favorite. I really, really enjoy the stealth ones. I really love stealth gameplay. I just really hope it's expanded upon. They said that there's definitely more layouts that we haven't seen yet. I was thinking the other day, if you believe it to be a normal fair alpha, I don't know that I do, but if you do, think about a game like if Shadow of the Tomb Raider went into alpha. Well, you'd only expect to see about 10 hours of the gameplay of the whole thing, right? And right now, as I figure it, there's about 10 hours of non-repeating gameplay in Odyssey. The question
Unless
is...
you count about 2 hours worth of taxi rides.
Well, I mean, I'm saying like, right. I'm saying for the missions and things like that, right? If you did them yourself, and there's different ways to calculate it, right? But it's less than 20. I mean, easily it's less than 20 for non-repeating gameplay. And look, Elite's always had highly repeating gameplay. That's never been a real way that you measured Elite necessarily, right? But the question is, have we seen 20% of what's to come, or have we seen 80% of what's to come? Right? As I see it, there's actually two relevant questions. How much have we seen of what we're going to get on release? And number two is, how quickly will the 0.1 release? Right? Remember, in Beyond, we got 3 and then 3.1, all the way up to 3.3. So when will 4.1 come? Is that, I got to think, as months? Is it before the console launch in the fall? Is it with it? So... okay, somebody just said they're getting your client is too new error. Let me relaunch my own launcher, see if there's any truth to that. If anybody else is seeing stuff like that, please at me. And let me stop the poll here. There were a lot. Well, that can't be right. It shows that 3 people. All right, something didn't work because it looks like unless literally only 3 of you voted. Maybe that's possible. It's exclamation point. Oh, I screwed up, guys. Hold on. Let me close it. I screwed it up. It's not, I shouldn't have, it's exclamation point vote space. And then whatever. Sorry, first one. You knew I'd get it wrong. Let's try that again. If you guys are up for it one more time. We'll do great. Terrible.
You're talking a lot about potential similarity / newness in Odyssey. Do you think, given especially the recent pushing of Hesperus and all the cool, lore on Thargoid sort of stuff that's happening, do you think they will ever potentially have ground mission, Thargoid groundy aliens?
I think it's possible. There was some leaked artwork that Yamik shared a while back showing that. And I think it's possible with Elite and Frontier. I really, really hate speculating stuff like that because they don't tell us anything. You set yourself up to... I think a lot of times, I've always thought for the longest time that the community... because Frontier is so quiet and tells us so little, we're almost forced to speculate. And because Elite is such a unique game in that it brings out the wonder in us, right? A lot of us anyway. The wonder in the galaxy and there's, the science of it and the beauty of it and all of that. We start thinking we have all these great ideas. And so we want to share back. Well, and then coupled with the fact that Frontier, I'm sorry, doesn't listen to us, doesn't really get our feedback, right? They give us, here's what you're going to get ready for it, and that's kind of how they are. I think that adds up to this unique situation where the community enjoys speculating, is almost forced into speculation. So you set yourself up for, you want these things, you talk about them so much, they become part of the lore, and then when you don't get them, the community gets all disappointed when, in fairness to Frontier, they never said that was coming. Do you get where I'm going, right? So that's why personally I try to stay away from speculation, because I think it can get too rampant with Elite. But if we are just theory crafting a bit, I would think, man, it's so hard to say. I think that would be a really, really cool thing for them to go. I think if Odyssey makes it to a second or third update, I think we would probably see that, yes, would be my prediction. So
The next paid alpha, Odyssey Myrmidon.
No. I would say I don't know that. Well, I don't know that there will. In my opinion, there will never be another paid expansion, right? So, yeah, Kevin, I get what you're saying. He said you guys want miracles, and none of you have made games, and I get that, right? I think the biggest complaint most of us have with Frontier is around the communication, right? I mean, look, I happened to see a thread in the forum today that I couldn't help but laugh at. Where is it? Let me find it real quick just to read the title of it. It was something like, Frontier, can you change the way you communicate and interact with us? The thousands of times I've seen threads like that, it's just the Frontier are the way they are, and it's just how it is.
It's also kind of the the downside of having a sandbox like Elite, because it's the whole blaze your own trail thing.
That's right.
We want to. So when there's new stuff coming, we sort of interpret that in the way that we want to, quote unquote, blaze our own trail.
That's right.
And then when we don't get exactly what we saw ourselves doing, then it's very quickly very disappointing. So it's also kind of the nature of a sandbox that we want to make the sandcastle that we can, but Frontier can only give us so many different kinds of scoops.
Well, and I think the other thing too is, I think for veteran players, we would all criticize it as we feel like there are so many missed opportunities in Elite, right? There's so many. I mean, imagine if you were hired at Frontier tomorrow, the list of ideas and things that you would want added to Elite, right? And how long that list would be, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so again, I think we set ourselves up when you start speculating too much, right? And guys, I'm going to stop the poll real quick. Just curious to see. And interesting. Okay, the results are a little I mean, very unscientific, very small little poll. It was terrible was 18%, great was 52%, NA was 30%. So okay, all right. Most of you guys think it's great versus terrible. That's good. If it's not obvious, I very much want Elite and Odyssey to succeed and be fantastic. If that's not obvious, I don't know why you're watching me stream right now. You must be really bored. I tell you what, since you guys have been so great to come this early and we're sitting here kind of doing nothing at the moment, again, please come join us in Discord if you'd like to come chat. But hey, cannot find any servers for your region. Okay. Surely we're obviously waiting for more than, right, since it does say Phase 3 hotfix, more than just that. Okay, somebody says Phase 4 isn't for another 2 hours yet, the devs have said. Please quote that for me, please. Queen Live, someone give me a release of that, please. We're going to do a giveaway here in just a second, guys. But if somebody can quote me... anybody Frontier and Sport, blah, 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 blah. Your client says Phase 4. Where?
Yours did as well, in the little text thingy in which it said in Phase 4 your account has been a copy of your account has been it said something like that, an information thingy. It said Phase 4, but the servers aren't live, so you can't enter the game.
Whoa, so you're saying it just said that a second ago on my screen, on stream, and I just missed it?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, let me play it again just to see. Okay. My client's error message is your client is too new. Where are you guys getting that? This is a beautiful image. Where did we get this? That image is from the screenshot from the live stream yesterday. So that's what's coming at release with the new Planetary tech. Okay. That's what I get for like trying to watch chat, look at screen, look at the forum, look at Twitter. And in just a second, guys, we are going to do a giveaway. Well, let me get the giveaway going. Get the giveaway going. Which one do I have? I have the Expedition. Okay, am I missing it there? Okay, I see it at the bottom. Okay, welcome to Phase 4. We've copied across our commander, across our, maybe your commanders. What? Our commanders from the live game servers to help us test Odyssey's content and gameplay with the full variety of safe games.
It's not your
Okay, so
commander, it is our commander.
yeah, it's weird the way that's worded. That kind of sounds like, hopefully, cross fingers, that they are letting us have access to the whole galaxy. Speaking of, I need to get that. Damn it, I meant to do that yesterday. I meant to get that list. If you're willing. So, by the way, guys, for launch, and even to a degree today, for launch, I'm going to put out a bounty system. And so, essentially, I'm going to have different bounties for different things. For example, the first person to confirm for me that the crystal shards are in the same place gets one bounty. If they're not there, the first person to find them and tell me gets another bounty, right? Things like that, so that I can encourage the community to get that information to me as quickly as I can, so that I can then get it out to everybody else as quickly as possible. Because there's going to be all kinds of that kind of stuff, right? So, I want you guys to help me help you, right? So let's do a quick giveaway. We'll do, what are we going to do for this giveaway? Waiting. Should we just do waiting? What do you guys think? Waiting.
It's appropriate.
Yeah, exclamation point waiting. We'll do a 15-minute giveaway. Alexa, set a timer for 14 minutes. This, for those of you that have Amazon Echoes, forgive me. I'm sorry. I need to start muting myself when I do that, because it drives me crazy when others, streamers and stuff, do that. Did I hear somebody in the background? I set theirs.
Yeah, my Alexa just went off.
Nice, love it.
I now have a 15-minute alarm.
Yeah, so guys, for this one, it's a Expedition ship skin pack. So I can't remember. It's a few ships. I think it's like the DBX, the Aspects, the Asp Scout. Don't quote me on that, but it's a few different ship skins. Later on in the stream, we'll do a couple $5 Steam gift cards, and we'll just see how late the stream goes today. And then for launch stream, I'm going to be. I can't remember the model number or name of it. It's not an Elgato, but it's a nice one. I've got a 1080p PCI Express HDMI capture card. So for those of you that want to get into streaming, you want to capture on a separate computer or capture a console, it's awesome for that. A good friend's donating it. I got to make sure with him that how I'm going to thank him or his company. So more on that later. But let's see. I also have, what was that? A bounty pool on a live server. I paid per kill Thargoids. Oh, okay, all right. So I'm a Thargoid supporter. Okay, gotcha. So Sebastian's, is that Serbestein? Forgive me, I'm getting your name wrong. I know I am. He's got a 1 billion credit bounty pool on the live server. He pays 50 to 100 million per kill against people who kill Thargoids. Hey, you know what? Love the role play. Totally great. Your Corvette looks beautiful on the menu. Taco, it held that. That's weird. Yeah, sorry guys, none of the moderators, the Pasto or the normal guys are up at the moment. Let's finish looking at the screenshots. These, and somebody was asking before, so these are screenshots from what we're going to get here on the 19th. Yeah, and I think they look stunning. Let's see. For those in Discord, for those in Discord voice right now, would you guys be up for some CQC while we wait?
Yeah, totally.
Well, that's one.
I have a cat driving crazy, but I'll be watching.
Okay, so that's one still. And if anybody out there listening would be up for joining us for some CQC, yeah, let's do that.
I don't think I've got anything.
Oh, somebody just said upgrade available. Hold on, I just saw that in chat. Upgrade is live. I saw another person say it. Okay. So maybe we won't play CQC. Maybe that's good timing. Upgrade is there now. Okay, I'm reloading the launcher. Good timing for the giveaway.
Doing it right now.
Nice.
And Shebanga upgrade. Clicking it now. All right, so again, guys, exclamation point waiting gets you in the giveaway to win a Expeditions ship skin. We will be doing a couple $5 giveaways here later on in the stream. Something we should all be doing, and I should definitely go do it because I haven't done it in a while, is backing up your settings directory for Elite, your bindings and things like that. Sorry, brain fart there for a second. So let me show you guys where that is if you don't know. And I don't think there's anything in this screenshot I mind you guys seeing. And thank you. I know my name's on screen. You got the nice ones of you tell me that all the time. So, okay, so you're going to look in your user app data local, Frontier Developments with the space, Elite Dangerous, options. Then, essentially, this directory is a great directory just to back up, right? Because it's got any special audio, like if you're muting different, very specific things, all your bindings. That's the key one. Hey, her work. We're getting some really wicked keyboard clicks from you. Could you mute for me if you don't mind?
Right.
Thank you, buddy. So, your graphic settings, if you're using a custom HUD, all of that kind of stuff is in here. And in fact, you know what? Let me turn that off. I've been running a custom HUD, but it messes up the on-foot HUD, so I'll make it so the on-foot HUD looks correct today. Anyway, let's just take the options directory and back that up. What was today? 4.28.21. Go. All right. Thank you, Addister, if I'm getting that right. Thank you, buddy. I really appreciate it. Oh, and yes, first haircut is coming next Tuesday. That's a poll we'll do here in a minute. Absolutely, we'll do that poll. I mean, I was trying to think of maybe I would do some, like, if I raised enough money, I'd cut it off or something. Should I cut it off? It's obviously going to get cut. Like, it's horribly just, like, it needs to be, cut. Because it literally has not seen scissors. I think it was something like September or October 2019. Okay, somebody, Tiger King, I'm going to show that. So there you go. So it did block it, Tiger, because it had your path in it, but I appreciate you. Let me look at that real quick just to make sure. Yeah, okay. And so anyway, so should I get my hair actually like back to, I've always had, very short hair, like very short hair. So how did you do that? My bindings you reset every update. Oh, you know what? Well, hey, let's talk about that for a little bit. So if we go again into users, my user directory, app data, local, Frontier Developments with the space, you see that there's one here with and without. And by the way, this should not matter on PC. It can get installed in different places, but it shouldn't matter if you're installed through Steam. Somebody correct me in the chat if I'm wrong about this. But then in the Elite Dangerous folder, options, and this whole directory, like bindings, and like, again, custom, whichever one you're using, right? Kevin, thank you again. But Mohawk, yeah, I think it would take more than $2 to get, or £2 to get me into a Mohawk. So anyway, so all the binding files are in here. You can literally just copy these files individually and back them up, right? And potentially, whenever we have a version change, like I'm expecting in this, hold on a second, let me show you one of these. You'll see, actually, we already see the 4.0 binds, right? So they're going to be major version 4.0, where these 3.0 binds are going to be, major version 3.0, right? So the game migrated those over and created the 4.0 binds when we got into Odyssey. So guys, on that, and we will definitely do the haircut poll here in a little bit. 7 minutes to go on the giveaway. I doubt they could run concurrently. I don't want to risk messing up the giveaway. So another thing I wanted to check while we're looking at file system is let's look and see. Wait, I did move it. Where the what the size of the game is right now. 49. Okay, we'll check that again here when we're done. And again, guys, with all the chat going on, if you guys see something to get to me, let me know. A split, thank you very much, buddy. $12. God, what would it have to be to get an actual mohawk? Well, see, the problem with the mohawk is I've got a nice little bald patch on top, so it's going to be this odd little like cut in the center thing, and I don't think anybody wants to see that shit. But what would it take if I didn't have that? What would it take for me to do something nuts like shave my head? Ooh, man, we'd have to be in the hundreds for sure, if not well above that. Somebody said 1,000. We'd have to be well into that kind of territory to do something that. It would also depend on how long I have to keep it. I mean, that's the big thing, right? Like, I mean, if it's the worst would be having to buzz it, because the only reason I don't want to get a haircut is I've spent the last 20 months getting to this point. I don't want to give it up almost, if you get what I mean.
Mullet,
yeah. Somebody's saying I could do the Homer Simpson, right? The really bad, shaved around, like giant bald spot, basically. So, okay, guys, again, we're as everybody sees, we're downloading. Hopefully, you guys know the update is out. There is a forum post or a Reddit thread or actually we got the note. I should have thought of this. We got the issues and features. So here we go. Wing missions, ship depot. Thank you. Okay, this time you can play Odyssey with your existing commanders and ships to bring on the cutters, vets, and cobras. Blah blah blah. Command your fleet. Delivery times and cost for ship transport have been reduced. Interesting. Allow you to easy transfer and move your ships. Okay. That's very interesting. The snapshot was taken on the 23rd. Was that the date they told us? That doesn't... Yeah, I guess that was the date they told us. Okay. Okay, so we're getting wing missions. Awesome. Power play. Who cares? Tech brokers. Who cares? Search and rescue. Who cares? Research station services. I don't think anybody cares. This phase will close on May 5th. Allow your intelligence team to receive feedback, collect data, and make adjustments. That's debatable. Once this phase ends, the alpha will close, so this is your last chance to play. Fix it. So, literally, nothing new? I mean, I guess we're getting the rest of the galaxy? I mean, it says features. Okay.
Was there nothing on that roadmap thingy? The little picture, or just the picture that they had? I don't remember where that is, but didn't that say something about the features other than get your own chips?
Carrier ships, fighters, and SRVs can be used, so I guess it doesn't really list anything. It assumes... I think the biggest question is it's always been that we were supposed to get Well, yeah, I think the big question right now actually is, do we get the 50 light year bubble or not? I mean, like, are we going to get, okay, we're about to find out. So logging in now, let's stop that music. Let's close the screenshots. Again, if you guys would like to come chat, please do. You can type exclamation point. Louis, come on, get in, Bonnie, get in Discord. Tell me you're in Discord. I see you in chat. Bonnie, get in Discord. Don't type at me. Plus, you could help moderate for me, buddy. In fact, why aren't you already a moderator? Add moderator. I don't know if Bonnie wants to be moderator, but he's now a moderator, so congrats, Bonnie. I don't know if that's anything to be congrated about. I'm sure it's not.
Absolutely railroaded.
Well, how are they testing them then? Oop, didn't see what the question was. Again, exclamation point waiting. Got a minute and 45 seconds, guys, to get in on the little giveaway. Once the giveaway is over, please email me at Elite Dangerous, Exigeous at gmail.com. Oh, did I miss a... Okay, yeah.
I see somebody saying, Monster Arthur saying that he really wants suit customization and being able to make a heavy suit, load out with extra armor with more health, but you walk slower. That would be awesome. I would love to just, like, walk at about 2 miles or 2 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, I think that's something like that is probably now. I don't know to that degree, but my hope is that kind of stuff is coming with engineering, right? Alexa, stop. Okay, all right, this is great. I was in my Eagle in production, and this is my super fast, like 850 meters a second Eagle. We'll just go ahead and go into open. Yes, sorry I haven't... Oh, hold on. There's a problem retrieving commander data from the server. Try again in a few minutes. Okay, are other people getting this? Somebody, by the way, somebody just asked about the binding video. Yes, I decided to hold on the bindings video a little bit because I think there's going to be some changes that might be relevant, and I don't want to have to make the video twice. So I decided to hold on it a little bit, make one video that you know can stand the test of time. If you have questions about binding and want to ping me directly, go ahead. I'll give you a hand. But is anybody else getting this same error trying to getting in?
I'm just loading in.
You know what? I'm going to try solo this time just to see. Okay, nope. So I'm hoping this is just that just not quite up yet. Let me check there. Okay, so they tweeted 11 minutes ago.
I'm in.
You're in? Okay.
Yep.
Open?
I'm currently in solo, but I should move to open. Actually.
And yeah, I'm sure it's, guys, again, I'm certainly not freaking out about this. It's just, as a lot of people have been pointing, and by the way, I see my credits are 1.8 billion. So my account is here, right? You can see up in the top corner. It did move me to nervy. I was wondering how they were going to handle that. I am not going to miss the stock keelback I was flying.
I
Tell you what,
the same problem with my game.
Bunny!
Hi.
What's going on, buddy?
I had the same error trying to open again.
Oh. Guys, I'm going to open up entries one more second. Sorry, because I forgot. It auto stops. I don't like that. I should set my timers differently, right? So I left entries open for another second here. As soon as I get in, I'm going to close the entries. So you've got a little bit more exclamation point waiting. By the way, I'm going to start trying to get into my private group versus open just because there's probably so many people. It might just not matter, open, solo, or private.
I got into open now.
Yeah,
so.
okay.
By the way, where exactly was that bubble located? Because I think
around Nervy. So if you can jump, say, 70 light years away from Nervy, there's no bubble left.
Right. Okay. So I'm in Nervy current. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'm in Nervy currently. Okay. Let's see.
So no other mode I can enter gives the same error.
Okay. I just restarted to the desktop.
Yeah.
Well, if the client will
Same to me. I try.
come on.
I'm not exactly sure where it's supposed to say that it's what's it called? That it's that the system is unavailable on the new thing. On the new.
It should just be like permit locked, if I remember right. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's how it showed up, right? And so,
Right,
guys,
yeah, I just
now
don't know where it
since
says that
since
on
I
the
crashed
new,
since I crashed out, guys, I'm gonna end the giveaway here as soon as I click launch in. So we're gonna do it here in just a few seconds, guys. So when my screen goes blank, you got like 5 seconds, exclamation point waiting. As soon as the screen goes to black, I'm gonna stop it. And here we go. Well, you get a little longer because I went to the wrong screen. And here we go. Closing entries. Okay, and let's pick a winner. And give me a second here. And the winner for this, the first one is Wilkerson Gaming. Good name. Wilkerson Gaming. Congrats, buddy. You've got a Expedition Pack skin on Frontier. They did provide this one, so thanks to them for that. If you will email me at EDExigeous, ED, just like the title, EDExigeous, just like the channel, at gmail.com, I will connect up with you and get you your skin, my friend. So congrats.
Can I ask a really odd, totally unrelated database kind of question?
You can try.
I'm looking for a little moon that was brilliant for mining selenium, and I can't remember where the heck it is. And I wondered if there was a list of mining companies, because I will recognize the name of the mining company.
No, not that I know of there. Now, that said,
I figured.
I have a video that teaches you exactly how to find the best place closest to you to find selenium. And there isn't really, I mean, there's some places that are a little better than others, but there's not really any magic bullet for selenium. So I can teach you that, but a very specific place, no, not that I know of.
It was great because it had very few level 2s, so the majority of your fragments were selenium, and it was very flat, and it had some gravity, so it was perfect.
Gotcha.
So I'm just trying to find it again, because it would be great for everybody, but I've been wandering around for a day or so, and I can't find it, so I'm about to give up. But I thought I'd ask.
Yep, no. If anybody in chat knows and wants to throw it out in chat, please do. I'd be curious to know too. And if you find it and want to hit me up later and let me know what it is.
Yeah,
I'd be
interested.
We'll also
red misshapen moon.
It's almost certainly not going to be there or be the same after Odyssey launches.
Well, that's at least a bit of a benefit. It doesn't feel quite so bad having not found it.
Right. Exactly. Right. So, okay, guys, let's do another quick poll. We're going to do the poll that we were talking about a second ago. Should I cut my hair? Now, in this poll, realize that yes means I should cut it back to short. No means I should leave it long, I guess is basically what we're getting at. I'm going to get it trimmed either way because it desperately needs that. But should I keep it? Maybe I should reword it. Actually, yeah, let's word it a little bit better than that then. Should X, will say keep his hair long? Yes or no? There we go. That's the better way to do it. So, all right. You guys let me know. All right, I'm going to keep trying to get in. Is anybody else still in?
I'm in.
Okay. Or I shouldn't say still in, but getting in. Yeah, I'm just not.
Didn't they say that that your fleet carriers were going to be available?
I know there was discussion of that, but I don't remember.
They said you will probably be able to buy.
I kind of remember that too.
Okay, because
that's why thank you, Bobax.
Isn't that for me?
Am I getting an error on this first screen? So I'm not getting an error on the first screen, which I find interesting.
Can I ask you who was asking about the moon for selenium? I missed who was speaking and asking about.
It was Captain Lump.
Okay, I will send you a message with some places, and please verify if it is one of those that you really found so good.
Oh, lovely. Okay, I'll have a wander. I'll look on the local maps of those. Brilliant. Thank you.
And so, by the way, Bobax says, although it only shows stored ships, only one. That's because they only brought one ship over to this station, Bobax. All your other stored ships are going to be, I mean, somebody confirmed for me that they're not in other stations, but I believe that's all you're seeing.
Actually, I only had one more ship all of my other ships did not get transferred. I do think they said something about that. I kind of bollocksed myself because I was in a Type 10 Defender, so I can't go anywhere really. But I only have that and my Imperial Courier. The rest was I straight up don't own.
So you're saying they didn't come over? You're not seeing them storage anywhere?
No, I'll try again, but I'm just
because they were only
looking at
remember
the-
they were only going to bring over the one, but then
yeah, but I've got two for some reason.
well, no, then they said they were going to bring them all over.
Right. Like I said, I'll try again. I'm just
Again,
basking
they
in
won't
the
be
size of this Type 10.
they won't be in
Holy
your
shit.
they won't be in your station, or maybe not. I mean, the station you're in certainly, and maybe not on
No,
your
no,
carrier.
I'm aware of
Okay,
that.
okay,
I'm aware of
just
that.
yeah, just making sure we're on the same play. Okay, so somebody's
Yeah.
saying all my ships are stored at Nervy. Well, maybe Lethal Bullet's is not actually in yet. So, okay, guys, that's enough silliness with the vote. Let me stop. I'm going to close the poll now, and it is 58% yes, I should keep my hair. 41% against. So, absolutely not scientific or helpful in any way, shape, or form. But you know. It was goofy for a few minutes. All right, this is getting a little annoying. Okay, if you're in game, will you at me in chat and let me know if you have confirmed that you, yes or no, see all of your ships or not? Same for voice. Like you've looked in shipyard, you've confirmed they are there or not.
In the shipyard from my
Yep.
ship, they weren't there. I'm currently walking over to the shipyard on the station on foot.
Right. Okay. So in other words, you're on foot in the terminal. You go to the concourse. It only gives you one ship to go to, which means you need to go over to Intra Astra or get in that ship and go to shipyard on that ship to switch or to see where they are. Correct? That's what you haven't done yet, right?
Well, I have checked in the ship. Give me 1 second. I have
Okay,
to skip the training thing so that I can check Inter Astra.
Okay. One guy
but,
just added me and said all his ships are at the station. Thank you, Russell. I appreciate that, buddy. Now, one guy I see on Twitch is saying no, just his Corvette. I did that, but no ship yet. Boback is saying, oh, interesting. So we're getting differing. Another is saying he has all his ships. Hold on. Obsidian and Yamix just both pinged me.
Yeah, if I go to manage your ships, it says total ships owned 2, which was the one that I was in, and one random other one that was at a different location that I had to bring over. But every other ship that I own is not there. But I don't know.
Hold on a second. Yamix just pinged me. Hold on a second. I want to join. I'm streaming too. I have a few in my chat.
Go on trying, and I cannot just get the same error.
So I'm asking Gamix if he's actually in yet. So I'm seeing a few others. All of my ships are available. So interesting. It looks like I'm seeing a mix, which that's almost scarier. Well, I guess that's better in that it's got to be a bug that they'll bring everybody's over. Personally, I have about 90 ships. So we'll see if they're going to bring them all, I would have a bunch. Oh, this is getting annoying. I shouldn't know. I don't know if I should. I'm going to stop. I'm going to exit to desktop again, although I can't imagine that's going to matter, but...
Yeah, I own about 16 ships, I think, 15, 16 ships, and like I said, I've only got over 2, so maybe they're still on their way.
Okay, and that's, I would say that's possible, and it is possible, but...
But if they're not, then whatever.
Thank you, KLA,
Apologize
too.
myself.
If you're a tall, thin, blonde, or redhead, you just made my day. If you're not, then I guess thanks. Try launching as admin. No, I've never had to do this as admin.
I'm just walking around the Type 10 that I was in,
Which is
and
Australia,
it is bloody massive.
Okay, by the way, this is interesting. Lethal from Twitch says it shows all stored in gal map and system map, but in shipyard, manage your ship, he only has one. Interesting. So Lethal, have you checked both, like shipyard in your ship cockpit and intra Astra? I mean, I know the interfaces, I think, take you to the same place now, but maybe check it from both ways and at me and let me know what you see. Somebody's saying, and there is some possibility that somebody just said they think the accounts are still copying over. That's possible. You know,
is that how that works? I don't know.
You never know, right?
Wait, can't you see the gal map from foot? No. Okay, I've learned something. Oh, I crashed the desktop, entering my ship.
Hold on, I'm messaging Frontier right now about the shipyard issue. Okay, so I just messaged Bruce at Frontier to say, hey, you know, I'm getting lots of reports of this. You know, some people are seeing it, some people are not. Again, if you guys can start adding me to let me know. Okay, Lethal said currently only ship menus will try and foot for now. My guess if ships were on board fleet carriers and they are not carried over yet, that would suck, given that's where all of my ships are.
Yes, that is exactly the ships that.
Hold on. Bruce just messaged me back. He said he just messaged in chat, and I must have missed it. He said, let's see, where was Gambit's message? Can you repeat it here? Thanks, buddy. So thank you, Bruce. Let me see if I see Gambit. Oh, I don't see him. Do you guys see Gambit's reply? I don't know if he's on Twitch. Okay, there we go. Now I'm seeing. Thank you. It was on Twitch. I just missed it on Twitch. Let me see. We're where some ships missing. Okay, he got it. We're where some ships missing and working on a fix. No ETA, but expected to be fine. Okay, great. Thanks for the update. Any correlation to fleet carriers? So, Bruce, I don't know if you're actually listening. I guess you were listening, given that you just replied. And by the way, thanks for stopping by. And I also assume, Bruce, if you are listening, that this issue we're seeing with not being able to get in, assuming that's just server load. So, yeah, just kind of hanging out with that too, right?
It is too much of a coincidence for it not to be the.
Yeah, I mean, and that's I agree.
The ships that were available, was the one that I was in, and the one that was at Shinrata. The rest is on a fleet carrier, and the rest is unavailable.
Gotcha. And Steven in my Twitch chat said all of his ships are available and no login errors. I'm curious, Steven, if any of your ships were on a fleet carrier. That's a great question for other people in chat. If you're in right now and you see a ship in storage that was on a fleet carrier and it's available to you, that'd be a great question to know, right? And he says, okay, Bruce did just say, based on the reports he's seen, yes. Nothing confirmed internally. It is confirmed. And that actually makes a little bit of sense, since I think they're not bringing fleet carriers over, and that actually sucks for me because that's where all my ships are. I did grab my favorite one, so at least I've got it. Okay, cool. Seems that's the case from my chat too. And carriers are not coming over. Right. So yeah, just confirming that last thing right now, Bruce, that carriers are not coming over. I believe that was the case. Or at least we never saw that they were. But I think we could buy them. I think that's the idea if we wanted to. Although it does say in the old roadmap, it does say carrier ships, fighters, and SRVs can be used. So maybe. Let's try to get into solo. Yeah, and so yeah, you definitely will have to transfer ships over. Yep. Gritch guy, if I'm saying that right. Okay, yep, and it looks like we're seeing more reports of folks that have their ships that were not on carriers, but things that were on carriers are not available to them. And that's another great question that's CT, if I'm saying that right, just asked on Twitch. For those of you that are getting in, are we confirming that we have full access to the galaxy? Is that correct?
Currently checking.
Okay, great. Oh, somebody just said same 50-year-old bubble.
Yeah, I get the same route and available for everything else.
That's very disappointing. So the only thing that we get in this version are wing missions, which are very welcome, and our own ships, and accounts. Is that right?
Seems that way.
Yeah. Okay. Burgoyne 72, if I'm saying that right. He says it's going to take 2.5 hours on his rural internet. How slow is your connection, buddy? Curious. I'm very rural myself, but I did recently get gigabit, actually. I'm fortunate in that. I only get 40 megs up, but...
I wouldn't call gigabit rural, but...
Well, no, I live in a rural area, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's not rural.
But no, it's not at all. It's not at all. Right, agreed. And no, so Michael Hogan said, Stephen Haynes is saying, I wonder if the ship-based or wing-based missions are on foot or team missions. It's going to be for the on-foot stuff. It's got to be. Because that's what we're missing, right? And so many of the... Somebody asked me early on about... about what missions I enjoyed and stuff. And the biggest thing that I've really hated so far is not only were there no wing missions, team missions. I'm never going to be able to say team and stop saying wing. Not only are there no wing missions, but you can't, a lot of the missions, if there's another commander even in your instance, you can't do it, right? The number of times I've tried to do like a download data mission to try to do it in open, I get to the base, and because of what some other commander's done there, the power's out. And since I didn't happen to have a power regulator with me, I couldn't get in.
I mean, I do think it'll help that when the galaxy becomes bigger again, you'll rarely be in the same station or outpost that somebody else will be in. Now everyone's doing missions in Nervi and
right.
And
just quickly, I don't know if Bruce is still watching or not. I just DM'd you one last time, Bruce. I assume lots of people are. I just want to make sure. Chat, if you're seeing the same still can't log in issue that I'm seeing, please at me and let me know. If you are not able, if you're already in, that's great. But if you're still not able to get in like I am, at me. And for those that got in, did you do anything special to get in? Addister, I hope I'm saying that right, buddy. Again, thank you so much for the support tape. You've been very, very generous, and I really appreciate it. But I never know what to say when people are this generous, so thank you, buddy. He says, my only ships that were in stations are available. The rest are on the fleet carriers, and they're not. Yep, okay. And he's got the 50-year bubble. Okay, so confirming the same exact thing. Have I tried solo recently? Not here, but I will. Oh, sorry, you guys are talking about for the missions. Yes, exactly, but I don't want to go to solo, right? I want to be able to do missions in open. I want to be able to do things with others and be in the living, breathing, open universe. I don't want to have to go to solo, right? And I tell you, the biggest thing that I wish would change in Elite, God, I wish it would change, is the respawn mechanic. That the exit to main menu or exit to death, that's just a normal thing, part of the game, right? And even in scenarios when you do like a conflict zone, the new on the foot based conflict zone, you finish one, you win it, yay, we all win. If you want to do it again, okay, you log to main menu and you start again. Well, why is that the mechanic? Why isn't there just a button that is refresh this instance and it just basically does that for you, right? What video game has that as a mechanic? Drives me nuts. Only trolled solo, same error, cannot load. I tried putting my graphics on low. Problems getting in. Okay, so folks, you did meet solo in game. I can't remember if I was locked on was I docked on my fleet carrier?
Hello?
Yeah, Mix, what's up, buddy?
Yay! There we go. So,
How are you, man? And everyone, welcome just quickly the grace of the all powerful and mighty Yamix. How are you, buddy?
Yes, very, very fun and dandy today, especially considering that we are having so much quote unquote fun and
absolutely
interesting things to look at, because I am just ecstatic about the amazing value that we're getting today.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm being extremely sarcastic.
What? You? Sarcastic? But by the way, just a quick mechanic thing off first. Are you in? Are you actually in game yet?
Yeah, I'm running about.
I see. I can't get in. I keep getting load failed just over and over again.
Well, what can I say? America. Fuck yeah.
Okay, Bruce got back to me. Just the servers are doing their best. Just making sure I'm not.
I don't know if it's overloading or something, but it's still it's deluxe.
Yeah, I mean I get it. I mean, again, like, it's frustrating, but it's all, look, it's any kind of launch, everybody's pounding it, trying to get in. Everybody else wants to get in at the same time. Of course, it would be nice if, given that I've got a bunch of people watching, that I could get in and join you. Are you did they move everybody to Nervy? Is that where you are, Yamix?
Where the fuck am I? Yo, I am in Nervy.
Okay, because if I can get into open, and what mode are you in? Are you in open?
I'll be playing in open today, folks. So, fuck me in the ass,
basically. Did you have any trouble? Did you have any trouble getting in, or did you just get right in?
No problem. Surprisingly, it was very smooth. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I mean, I don't know. Alpha right now is sort of winding down. I mean, sure, now we're getting, I suppose, the. Can you even call this the biggest opening? No, the first alpha phase was the biggest.
Oh yeah.
The second one was boring, and the third one was pathetic. And
yeah.
I mean, I guess in comparison, this is something interesting for folks, but.
Well, I was thinking. Up until a few days ago, I thought this was going to be the whole galaxy, have the plasma weapons, have the new planetary tech, right? I mean, like the stuff that we haven't seen yet, that's major stuff that you would want to test, I would think. But, yeah, okay. Somebody just said try closing and reopening completely. I'll give that a go. I mean, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results? That is definitely what I'm doing right now.
I mean, it's kind of naive to expect that this alpha is actually meant to be a testing environment. Because it's not.
Right.
It really is not.
Right. Or meant to get true feedback that would be acted upon now, right? You can maybe argue that some of the feedback they're getting would be acted upon in the future, but with the timetables they have, they never were. Their plan was never to act on our information, right? So
it's marketing, folks. This is
Jerry, it's a joke. It's a joke definition. It's just the funny one that I've heard a million times.
This is the poo-poo platypus. Oh, I'm sorry, the ding-dong koala mode. Whatever you want to call it.
Oh, and by the way, I didn't actually see the chat, but I saw somebody say something about us or streamers being shills. Hey, man, if there's somewhere where I can sign up to get paid by Frontier for what I say, fucking sign me up. Right? Like, trust me. They do not want to pay us.
But you're not big enough for Frontier to actually sponsor you, because the only people they sponsor in the past or have sponsored are basically the outlets that are big enough to bring in people.
Well, my point is, it's not like they're paying
really
for paying any of us.
Community creators, and I'm not talking about myself here.
No, we're talking about everybody, right? Trust me, they're not paying any of us. Quite the opposite. But I do always find comments like those funny. Damn it, I still can't get in. This is getting frustrating. This is just
FYI, I haven't seen any wing missions yet. Not on the ground or in space.
That's
really
all right.
That may be coincidence.
Could be. So chat, let's go for that next. For those of you that have gotten in so far, this is getting really dull, guys. I'm really sorry. And by the way, if Yamix is in, Yamix, you're streaming right now?
I am, yeah.
Maybe I should bring up your stream on my stream.
I mean, hey, something will happen on screen, so...
Would that be the worst thing to do? While I'm trying to get in.
I have no problem with people doing that. I mean, hey, hey.
Okay. Oh, actually, there's not even that much of a delay. Wow, yours is. Hold on. Check. Not even that much of a delay. Wow, there's only like a 3 or 4 second delay. That's impressive.
Yeah, I run on very low
Yeah,
delay.
I'm on ultra low too. I guess I just didn't realize it was quite that low.
Man, I hate these galaxy maps so much.
Oh my God,
I
it is
get
it is
The thing
awful.
The thing is, I get the idea. The principle about this galaxy map redesign is it's an icon-based UI. Problem with icon-based UI is that icons must be very, very easy to recognize and understood. For example, like in cars, except for American cars, of course. For American cars, they always write something on it because that's what they think that is the only language in the world. No,
Right.
In the reality, in cars, you know, these signs and so on and so forth are commonly understood throughout generations. However, for something like a galaxy map, even for someone like me, or us who played the game for such a long time, I just don't remember all the icons. At best of cases, I might remember a few.
Well, so
it's a really bad, unintuitive way to make a UI.
Right. So, well, because it comes down to, with the current game, I get that it comes down to muscle memory, and I'm just going to have to kind of relearn that muscle memory. But to me, for example, now
that's a big issue as well.
Yeah. Things are so many more clicks away, and in the current alpha, I don't see a way to be able to plot straight to a bookmark of a station. Like if I bookmark my home station and I want to plot straight to it, I see no way to do that. Right? I don't know if I was just missing it. Okay, I've got other people that are saying no wing missions. Okay, others, I was able to get in without issue. It does appear that all my ships were in where I left them. Okay, doesn't have a fleet carrier. Okay. Oh, wait, you guys don't hear Yamix? Yamix, say something real quick, huh? Certainly you guys are hearing Yamix. Say something, Yamix. Well, now we lost Yamix. Oh, there he comes.
Sorry, what?
There he goes. Yeah, say something real quick, Yamix.
Test 1, 2, penis.
Yeah,
penis,
okay.
penis.
Somebody says, hey, we don't hear Yamix. You don't hear Yamix. Well, all right, confirm that you guys hear him, right?
Well, you should, technically. If Exigeous
Vindicator!
Hey,
Vindicator's in chat. Dude, come join us in chat.
Hey,
come join us in voice, buddy.
Come along.
Please come join us. Come join us in voice, man. Who just got his new machine. No, please, just exclamation point Discord, guys, if you want to come join us. Yamix is really quiet. Okay, that I can change.
I should be normal and usual. X is to be blamed for everything.
Oh, yes, of course.
I blame X.
Of course. Okay, mission board glitchy when using Xbox controller. Okay, and Vindicator says, haha, okay, give me a minute. Okay, awesome, buddy. But yeah, the places they've buried the shit on the galaxy map is just I went back after playing the alpha since it launched. I hadn't played the main game.
Yeah.
A few days ago, I went back to play the main game, and I went to outfitting, and went to the galaxy map, and both of times I was just like, oh my god, this is so much better. Please give us the old one back.
Oh, so Exigeous being okay.
Oh, the old maps, and outfitting. There's so much, and I get. I'm trying to be open minded because I get that a lot of it is just muscle memory. Okay, is there still people that are having trouble getting in? I hope, because I still can't get in.
The thing about UI is clearly they wanted to sort of shift or change the game in in some kind of a meaningful way to sort of visually also make it different and a new era, blah blah blah, so that UI is also representative of this new shift in whatever they are doing. I appreciate that, right? I've been asking for UI, at least, redesign or touch up for quite some time. However, it has to be done in a more common way, because obviously we have muscle memory, right, when it comes to UI, especially with Elite
Sure.
Dangerous and considering multiple types of controls that everyone uses. HOTAS, console
Yeah.
controllers, mouse and keyboard, like yours truly, right? And so on and so forth. So the muscle memory is a rather important thing, and there is plenty of praise to be, given to old UI, being that it's very simple, very easy to understand, generally speaking, right? And it's very quick. Over time, the new edition, the biggest, at least critique from yours truly side, was that experimental tab and few other tabs, especially in weapons, were bloated, essentially, due to the fact that developers added more stuff to the game, and relatively carelessly put these things, the new things in the menus. They didn't really optimize them, or rather had, a place to put them. It wasn't planned to have experimental tab with both laser weapons, guardian weapons, experimental AX weapons, and so on and so forth, right? So that's understandable. But now that you have a chance, or you have taken it up to redesign it, hey, take the good things of the old one and just add to it rather than, well, yeah, just completely redesign it with not great ideas.
Sure. Just very quickly, so Simon... Oh, never mind. Okay, never mind. Simon thought all his ships were back, but they're not. Never mind. Simon freaked us out.
Was anyone else kicked out? Yeah, I see...
servers crashed for me, or then now we're offline. Yes, okay. Others are saying that,
I think they're offline.
Yep.
I disembarked and Blackadder.
Yeah, I think everyone got it. I think they've just turned the servers off to fix something, maybe.
Yep, probably. That's probably exactly what they did.
Let's try relogging.
Does any of you have info from Frontier, maybe? A ping?
I mean, I'll give them a second.
I mean, that's most likely what happened.
I mean, I've got Bruce here in chat. I don't know if Bruce, if you're still listening, I'm not going to bother him with that right now. Given everybody just got booted right then, it's pretty obvious that's what it is.
Oh no, of course, but maybe you got a ping.
No.
Okay.
No, we did not.
Well, please let them do their work. It's what we need them to do.
Right. Well, here we sit. Anyways, anyone's got a good dick joke in the meantime? I mean, what else are we supposed to do right now? Because,
I mean, I could say, have any of you noticed that the Imperial cutter kind of looked phallic?
No, never noticed that. Oh, I know something I'm going to do.
It just came to me last week, and it just couldn't unsee it.
Came to you.
Wow. Okay, so just quickly, guys, hold on. I'm considering, this is a very random change of subject here, but I'm considering finally doing some merch stuff. But I never wanted to do something that was just like my logo or an Elite logo or something simple. I always wanted to do something I thought was actually something I would want. So I'm just going to show this for a few minutes. You guys can just let me know. You can tell me in chat and voice what you guys think of it or whatever. But this is the first design for the first T-shirt that I'm going to do. It would just be this on black. So what do you guys think of that?
Well, I can't see shit, actually.
I'll DM you a copy of it, Yamix.
Yeah, why not?
Right. So that would be it. Here, hold on. I'll send it to you right now, Yams.
I see you're copying that. Right, so one thing about the merch when it comes to Elite-related stuff, first of all, obviously, always draw your own. Don't copy anything from in-game stuff, literally, because for legal reasons and so on and so forth.
Sure.
There's that. And try and... I mean...
And by the way, for those that don't get it, it's a big fat joke of the bug that has existed like that for the last like 6 years. Yeah. That it says leaving wing, but you didn't leave a wing. You're just in the wing, but it says leaving wing. So it's a very in joke in a way. That's why I love it, because it's. I literally looked recently. I have opened a ticket for this 12 times. 12 times over the last 5 years, I have opened tickets. At each release, I did it. I finally started giving up. By the way, while we're waiting for the...
You're
while we're
asking
waiting,
them to fix netcode.
I know,
Do you
I know.
really think they're going to do that?
I know. So while we're waiting, I did not do this earlier. Let's go through the fixes and known issues that they did post. Stability and crash fixes. Great.
Was there anything interesting, actually?
Yeah. Did you look at it already?
I mean, generally speaking, right? It's basically for alpha only, and for that,
I did see this
to
one.
do anything important.
Conflict zone scores failing to update. I did see that one. I was not appearing in the inventories. Definitely saw that. NPC's no longer. Okay. Complete mission button. I definitely got that one. Oh my god, the known issues is like a mile long.
Known issues?
Yeah, the known issues.
That's...
Like, there's a lot of them. All missions fail when commanders die on a mission. Well, that's... I'm glad to know that's an issue.
Exactly, I was going to say.
That's
at least they see it as an
great.
issue.
That's great. That's the best thing I've read so far.
Really?
Well, the fact that it... Yeah, right. Auto dock music is present in Apex shuttles. I guess that's not supposed to be there? Huh.
That's kind of weird,
Okay.
because I would like that, frankly speaking. That's
Me too.
good
Yeah, me
atmospheric
too.
detail.
Oh, and there's one more
shouldn't it be
T-shirt.
there?
Let me show you guys the other T-shirt. There's the other one. That would be the other one. Although I don't love this one. Like, I don't know that it should be to systems. But I couldn't decide where other pips should go.
The pip one.
Yeah, and I didn't actually see chat. Chat.
Leg.
Yeah, right. What do you guys think of those two T-shirts? Would you guys buy one of those shirts? I have no idea what they would cost to produce. I wouldn't really mark them up. I mean,
generally speaking, right? So a T-shirt, well, depending on which service you use. For me, my store is from Teespring, right?
Yeah,
But
that's what I was
generally
going to use.
speaking, a base
Teespring.
T-shirt, right, on which you send for example, your drone thingamajig or doodle, right, and then have them print and send out if you're using such service. Usually, a base T-shirt is $10 to $15 depending on what the fabric and what the make is, and then of course everything else is profit, whatever you put on it. So that includes in the price. It includes shipping and so on and so forth. So there's that. So yeah, and for sweaters and so on and so forth, it depends on the service. But generally speaking, yeah, 10 to 15.
Yeah, and that's about what I was expecting. And by the way, just quickly, guys, while we're waiting, I think I said I was going to do this, but I didn't. I just started another giveaway. So this one we're going to do Phase 4. Just Phase 4. And we'll do a $5 Steam gift card, or Amazon gift card, or whatever the fuck you want. I don't really care, right? But the idea is to buy you ARCs.
Being
So
generous today.
well, I did a bunch. I've been doing these I've been doing 2 or 3 a stream recently, and they're just kind of fun, right? Okay, people are saying they love the leg, right? I do like the pip to leg, right? I might change it to legs.
Yeah, it's an inside joke.
Right. Yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
I was thinking of Armstrong moment for a T-shirt, but how
that's
to
not a
make
bad
it,
one.
I don't know.
No, yeah.
That's
you know what
that's
you
a
need?
bit-
You
bit
need
too
video just to show the fade in, right? Since the Armstrong moment is just you appear on the planet, you don't actually walk down anything, right? That's why you need something that would represent that in
It's
T-shirt
kind of challenging
form.
to show motion in a still.
Yeah,
picture.
exactly, right.
You can do one of those 3D shirts, One, if you look at it from one angle,
True.
you get you get the interior of the ship, and the other angle is outside.
Or you could do front and back, right? The front is on the planet, the back is in the ship, something like that. But it still just doesn't. You'd have to very much be in the know.
I mean,
but
one idea is to be just use something like from Portal, right? The Portal gun, right? Just basically Armstrong with the Portal gun. No, it's still a bit too inside jokey. I mean,
in
as long as
general,
it's well designed, yeah, it could be pretty neat.
in general, the designs that you have, they are very niche, which I think is great. And I know that you said you don't really want to do sort of logo on shirt, but I do think at least like when people buy this as because they are a fan of your content and not necessarily just Elite Dangerous, having it be identified with you is something people might like. So not have just like logo on shirt be the shirt, but have your logo featured on the shirt, like next to or at or on the back of an actual design.
Yeah.
Okay, so looks like servers might be back on.
Oh, okay. Yep,
see.
sure does. Are we
Alright then.
finally in? Are we finally in? And no, somebody just said if they had, has anybody had that Windows update that was causing
roll,
massive
somebody!
game issues? Well, I've got the big exciting loading game.
Yeah.
Nope, nope.
I think the server hamsters borked.
Nope, I just got the
boy.
same crack. Can't load commander data error.
To be fair, we only get one server hamster for.
Oh, I see. One inbred British server hamster. Poor thing.
Yeah, he's also like walking on the wrong side of the hamster wheel, you know?
Zing! Oh, that deserves an internet cookie there.
So again, guys, $5 Steam gift card, Amazon gift card, whatever kind of gift card you want. Giveaway. You got 16 minutes to enter. ! Phase 4. You don't even have to be subbed. I mean, that'd be nice, but
That's on Exigeous side, of course. But yeah.
yes. Sorry, forget I'm on Yamix's channel at the same time. Sorry. Hey, and Yamix
I
viewers,
confused
if you
myself
come
every
over,
time.
Yamix viewers, if you come over to my channel,
Well, fuck you too, Alex. No, seriously, just hey, there's your chance.
see,
fella.
that's how you do it. That's how you do it. You know, I was gonna say
chin
if
for
if
$5.
I was gonna say if Yamix can set up a giveaway in his Streamlabs,
I got that
quick
in.
enough,
Yay.
I'll give your viewers $5. Oh, you got in? Okay, great. Let's see if I
Yeah,
finally
let's
got it
see.
in.
I'm also in again, but I didn't have problems before, so.
And the
Come
frame
on.
rate hasn't changed because they couldn't bother to put in even the
Nope.
simplest
Nope.
culling.
Nope.
Oh yeah, genius.
I tell you, man, I'm really worried about performance issues. That's probably my biggest fear, that it's going to mess up the game to the point that we can't, that it's going to be unplayable. Because right now, especially, in VR on planetary surfaces, yeah, it's.
I mean, okay, so first things first, right? If you look from the back in the day, right, how Horizons was delivered, right? The Horizons had also performance increase and issues and so on and so forth. However, I'd say it wasn't that bad. I mean, sure, obviously on the first weeks and so on and so forth, it was noticeable, but it wasn't immense, if you will. Right now, what we're experiencing on planet surfaces is an immense issue. So I trust, at the very least, developers introduce fucking culling and not be amateurs. I trust them not to be that bad. However, when it comes to actually introducing more, let's call them advanced optimizing methods.
Right,
Yeah, there we
right.
go. That's under a question mark. But yeah, I expect 60 frames, sure, on modern graphics cards. Let's just call them.
Are you gaming at 1080p, Yamix? 4K? 2160?
1080p, yes, and mostly, yeah, except for shadows. I think it's on high.
Okay.
This alpha. Hold on, actually, it's a good question. What the fuck do I?
Yeah,
have
and
on
are
my
you
settings?
1080p, just standard 1080p? Have you gone widescreen, like 21:9 yet?
No, just normal 1080p,
Okay,
144 hertz, and so on and so
Okay,
forth. Though I'm
okay.
only, frame limiter is on 60 because guess what? Because of the shit optimization for alpha, if I don't limit the fucking thing,
Oh, new
this thing
error.
also suffers.
I got a new error, by the way. We've logged you out of the game because your account is not currently available. That's a new. Whoa!
Oh.
Whoa.
Okay.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
That's interesting.
Kicked me all the way to the launcher. Let me restart the launcher when. Let me actually just force kill
What
the
does
launcher.
that even mean?
So that would mean that potentially my Like when I will not be surprised if when I open the launcher right now, it asks me to log in.
Okay. I'm confused as to what that even means. Like, what do you mean your account is not available? So it knows that you're you, but just
It's
not.
probably the ID server. So it's always kind of in a two-phase for those type of things. And if the identification server
Exactly.
is down, then
Exactly.
you don't see it.
Exactly.
But then
That's-
everyone should have that problem, right?
Well, I mean, it. In other words, the ID server didn't respond to my client in time. I mean, you know, that's why, right?
Right. But then.
And
wouldn't you just
Simon,
get
you're
a mob
basic.
adder?
You're basically right, Simon. You know, he says, you know, how have they called this an alpha when the release is so close? Obviously, it's a beta.
Oh,
I mean, look,
Don't
don't be
there's
naive. This
yeah,
is,
we could.
This
we
is
could-
not an alpha.
Well, here's the
This
thing.
is marketing
It-
exercise
well, it's-
called alpha.
Exactly. That's what it is, right? You could say it's an alpha because the point of an alpha is to test feature ideas and then get feedback, where a beta would be features. And actually, I guess that's what this is. It would be feature done. Give us feedback on these features. We fix bugs in these feature for release, right? Which I guess actually technically is what's going to happen, given that they clearly aren't going to implement any of the changes or additions that we wanted. I mean, hell, it worried the hell out of me when their comment was it was going to be difficult to remove a feature. In fact, can somebody tell us if the DSS is gone, or if the genomics sampler, whatever the fuck it's called? Can anybody let us
That's
know?
a good point, actually.
Like, wait, what?
Allow me to yeet myself to a planet. I'll confirm.
I'm on a planet, so.
Oh, you're on.
Yeah, but are you?
What do you need?
You get the art of a suit.
Okay. Give me a moment.
Sure.
Yeah, I have an
And is the
Artemis suit.
scanner and the mini game, are they still there?
Yeah. Right. The
Right.
developers did say that they would be removing it either for the Phase 4 or
but they
shortly
even
after
said-
it's or after the game is
Right,
released.
right.
Okay, let's
So-
see how
so-
plasma
well,
weapons
hold on.
work against the fucking feet people.
Hold on. So my point there, Yamix, is if it's so difficult to remove a feature before launch, how is there any illusion that they're going to be adding any of the features that we want before launch? You get what I'm saying, right? That's where once they made that statement, for me it kind of hit that. Okay, yeah, this is not an alpha. They do not care about actual feedback. They might take it into account down the road in the future. That'd be great, right? And it probably will get put on a list for that. But it was never intended for this, right?
The point is the time frame too. You can't say I'm doing an alpha, and then my release is like 3 weeks after doing my alpha.
Right.
There's no way that even you can make internal testing and do things. So literally, this is a paid demo. This is literally what it is.
And Simon, I get what
You
you're
start calling it for what it is.
And Simon,
By definition, it's a beta, right? It's
I mean,
bug
it's
fixing.
basically
but
yes.
Marketing-wise, it's an alpha.
Marketing-wise, this is just a cash cow for the pre-orders and deluxe versions. No, literally, this is for deluxe version
we
for
get
the extra
people-
$15,
right,
so you
right,
spend
right.
it on, rather than actually deliver anything.
Oh, and Simon, hold on, guys,
tangible.
hold on. So, Simon, I get exactly what you're saying. I completely understand the way the branches work and the reason they're not bringing stuff in these branches. I get that, right? That doesn't change the fact that it shouldn't have been done that way. That's the argument that I'm making, right? Or that the way they have done this was not really to get our feedback on what do we actually want out of Odyssey. It was, hey, here's what you're going to get, given to us slowly as to not either over or underreact to it, so that they have time to kind of gentle bring the whole thing out to everybody, since it is a big change in a lot of ways, right? But there clearly was no plan to actually then take that feedback, go back, sit down, implement it, make changes, add features that seem to so clearly be needed to add or change, and then launch. That was never the plan. I mean, that was never the plan, unless something in the plan completely changed because of the amount of time, right? Because that's the telling issue here is what there's literally 2 weeks from when alpha ends to when release. I mean, that just. By the way, are there still people that can't get in? I can't be the only person that can't, right? I'm gonna
I
exit
got
the
in, but
desktop
I
again.
still only had one ship.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Hi everyone, just managed to finally connect.
Hey, Vindicator, what's going on, buddy?
Hey.
You would think with
Hey,
that,
Jimmy.
you would think with that new computer of yours, you would just think and been connected like a few minutes ago. It's so fast, right?
Oh man, I've been spending the past 2 days just installing everything on it. What a nightmare.
That feeling has got to be the worst.
This great new
Sometimes.
computer. I can't even play with it because I'm too busy trying to install
Yeah,
everything.
yeah. A few days ago, right before they released the last hotfix for Alpha, I was crashing a desktop constantly. Well, one of the guys I play with a lot wasn't, and so I was like, well, shit, maybe it's me. I haven't reinstalled my machine in about 9 or 12 months, and so I installed Windows into a separate partition just so I wouldn't have to, completely wipe install it, and started going. And then that morning, Frontier released that hotfix, and that's what fixed it. So I didn't have to do the full reinstall yet. I mean, I'll probably do it soon, but I wasn't forced into it because, yeah, dude, it's a good. I mean, it's a solid. I mean, to get up and running with basic stuff, it's a few hours, right? But to get everything back, if you're like me, us, it's a lot of work, isn't it?
Plus, because I work on my computer for a living as well, so I've got about 6 drives.
Same, yep.
To all sort out and everything. So it's just a freaking nightmare.
Yep. I was thinking the other day that I haven't actually upgraded the OS on what is now my Plex server for. I mean, I've upgraded, but I haven't wiped and reinstalled it for. I mean, it might be a decade old because it's like Plex is such a finicky app to move it is such a pain in the ass. I've just been slowly upgrading it from like Windows 7 to Windows 8 to Windows 10 and just, because it's just a simple server, right? It doesn't really matter. So, okay, this is getting really old.
I am in open now, so.
And you've been trying and just got in? Is that what you're saying?
Actually, no. I was mucking in solo for about 5 minutes, and I just for the first time tried it, and I went straight in.
Well, let me turn.
Neat.
My mum said I was special. I guess it's real.
By the way, just quickly, let me stop bitching and give a brief little introduction to Vindicator Jones here. For those that don't know Vindicator, one of what I would call, in a kind way, one of the old school Elite creators. I knew of Vindicator. You were one of the first that I knew, like when I first started learning the game in 2016. Is that right? 2017? When did you start your channel?
About 2015, somewhere around there.
Okay, well, it was that old.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. And by the way, what is your channel? Is it YouTube / Vindicator Jones? Is that the short version?
Yeah, pretty much.
He's easy to find, unlike some others that I can mention. And again, none of them are present currently, just to make it sure.
I was like, wait a minute, who are you talking about?
Like Spatula.
Mini,
and more.
Yeah, there are a few, right? But yeah, go guys. If you're not sub to Vindicator, go sub to Vindicator. Are you? I know we've all. Hell, I took a break and I've come back and stuff. Are you planning to come back and start making some content again?
Well, yeah, I've been wanting to. I was meant to actually come back last year and start making content. Then my computer decided that it just wouldn't want to play games anymore. So.
Okay.
And with the hardware shortage, I had to wait, nearly 6 months for this?
Yep. And what GPU did you finally wind up with?
I had to downgrade. I've downgraded to a 5800. So
5800.
I
Okay.
was getting a 5900.
Okay, 5900 XT for the CPU. What about the GPU?
I got a Aorus 380.
Oh, a 3080.
38.
Oh, nice.
3080.
Okay, gotcha. Did you scalp it, or did you just wait and get lucky?
No. Well, I ordered this system back in November.
Bloody hell.
So I've just been waiting for it. And, I was supposed to get the CPU a couple of weeks ago, but they said that's not coming until June. So I said, just give me the 5800. I'm done with this.
And did you built it, right?
I let them build it because it's under warranty.
Oh, okay.
It's just less headache for me, to be honest.
Is that part of why you were able even to get it?
Fun.
Well, I love building them too, but right now, getting the parts, I don't know that you would have been able to get the parts other than buying them in a pre-built like that.
No, it depends what parts are you going for. Because hey, the last couple of days I did go through my local web store, right? And hey, you can still find GeForce GS 710, right? That's a graphics
right. I mean,
card.
it's hard to like the other day. I was going to get a GPU for my Plex server because I'm starting to edit over there and do work over there, and I can't even find like a 1050. I mean, it's unless I go to eBay or Craigslist and pay some ridiculous price, which
the
I'm not
prices
going
for
to.
the budget cards are insane. For example, here in Latvia, right? Let's see, the graphics card that I managed to get used. Let's see, Radeon RX 580 for my VR rig, right? I managed to get it for a reasonable price at the time, which was 90 euros used. Okay. Now that I look back at the same place where I, look for used cards, the Latvian, what was it, Craigslist or something like that, right? The same graphics card goes for twice that much, and new, it goes for, I think it was 470 euros. So basically, an upmarking upwards to about 400 to 300% in price. That's how bad the silicon shortage has been in this year, last year, almost last year as well. So it's insane. However,
to be funny though, I've just sold my 2060, which was in my old machine, for more than what I paid for it.
Yeah, that's
a year
insane.
ago.
That's
dude,
how bad it is.
A friend of mine has a 1080 Ti that 5 years ago he spent $750 for. Right now, that exact card is going for $850 on eBay.
I've got the same thing.
It's insane.
1080 Ti.
It's insane, right? Okay, by the way, I did just get confirmation from, because we are trying to play Elite here, guys. I promise I'm trying to play this. That the scanner minigame is still in the game. Confirmed, is positive in the game. So.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I mean, they didn't have the time to remove it, so...
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, that's the standard. I mean, this alpha was literally, hey, public, we're selling this product. Give us more money.
Alexa.
Here's a half-assed version of what we're going to be releasing, actually.
Guys, just let me interrupt real quick. Yamix, 40 seconds for those on Exigeous' stream, since we are on Yamix's stream as well. For those on Exigeous' stream, you've got 30 seconds for exclamation point Phase 4 to win a $5 Steam, Amazon, whatever kind of gift card you would like. So quickly, exclamation point Phase 4. There's only 133 of you guys entered, and there's like 600 watching. So man, you guys are giving some people some really good odds. Right? You got 12 seconds, 15 seconds. Let's see. I'll try a couple times. You don't even have to be subbed. 5 seconds. Still can't get in. 1 second. And we are done.
I missed the word.
And we are done. I can let it keep going.
What's the word? Please?
It's exclamation point Phase 4. And hold on,
Phase 4.
I'll resume it.
Yes.
What? Wrong button. Resume entries. There we go. Boy, I almost canceled it. That would have sucked.
Bless you. No, that would have sucked. Thank you.
Okay.
I missed the last one. I missed the last one because I included the exclamation marks in waiting, which was
gotcha.
Sorry,
Okay.
I included speech marks. Anyway, I'll show
So here we go, guys. I'm going to close it now in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and closed. Close entries. Picking a winner, and the winner is Opportune Sky. Opportune Sky, again, if you will please email me at EDExigeous. EDExigeous, just like it's spelled on the channel, at gmail.com. So back to, we were chatting with Vindicator. Vindicator, one of the oldest. Let me just show. Let me bring up Vindicator's channel real quick. So here's Vindicator's channel, guys.
The oldest, but Jesus.
Right. What was that?
Not the oldest.
No. So one of the oldest, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that as one of the OG, like original old school. I mean, I learned a lot of the game from
How
Vindicator.
many more labels are going to cram onto this guy?
Well,
He's
I gotta
that's all
I gotta kiss some ass here a little bit, don't I?
Gotcha.
Respected
combat
elder.
tutorials taught me most of what I know.
Okay, by the way,
Leaving a
somebody
mark.
just said, gaming without pants, if you could post a link, that'd be great. He said there's an issue on the issue tracker regarding this login issue, and it's quickly gaining votes. So maybe this isn't just... Can others confirm with me in chat that they're still getting this? I want to see how widespread this is. Am I in a minority or not? You know what? I could play...
Again,
I
you
could
can
try-
just copy my stream. I mean, I don't mind.
I could try one of my alts, is what I'm thinking. Give me a second here,
that's an
guys.
option. Though, would that really change anything?
Well, it's
Oh,
a
wait.
different account, right?
Question is, do you have Odyssey?
I do.
on
I
it?
do. On this, this
okay,
one's an account that's a lifetime expansion.
Let's not forget that. Yeah.
But yes, not all of them do. So yes.
fair
But
enough.
this one does.
I don't know if anyone else is having this problem, but for some reason I can't really seem to approach a planet. It keeps
Oh yes,
crashing to desktop.
relog because it's a very common issue I had when first logging into Odyssey. In alphas, basically you're basically disallowed to land, and then there's no disembarking as well. So just relog and.
No, so I fly towards the surface,
Yep.
and then it crashes to
Dropped
desktop.
out.
I've had it twice now.
Okay. Maybe that's
Have they
it.
fixed the swarming issue when on ground combat?
I don't know. I
Swarming
didn't
issue.
see that in the patch notes. They did confirm apparently on the stream that NPCs can see through walls and do swarm us when they, like, once that one is detected us, they all swarm at us. So
The
okay,
two times that I was able to connect, I just could not do the combat at all. I just thought I was crap, but I kept getting just swarmed all the time.
okay, so let's see if I can get in my Metsus account.
Yeah, with combat there were two separate issues. I think, like on the inside, the character they could view through walls, and on the outside was basically counted as a single room. So if you alerted one of the guards, all of the guards were alerted.
Yep.
So it was sort of
Sometimes.
separate issues with similar results in that.
Oh, look at that! I can,
In
guys.
that you just
So I
end
can-
up being swarmed.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back now and try my main. I mean, if I have to play this one, I'll play this one, but I'd much rather play my main. So let me try this again.
Do you have to keep still swapping weapons when, for taking down shields and then armor?
Yep.
Oh,
It's
God,
it's,
really?
it's quality balance
Yeah.
right there,
Oh,
baby.
Jesus.
Yeah, and that's why I find that the only way I enjoy combat, although since there's no way to tag a target, so you know what you're each shooting at, is for if you team up with a buddy and one of you runs thermal and one of you runs kinetic.
Yeah, I mean, okay, just wait until they actually allow us to pick up plasma weapons, because those are actually usable, unlike this garbage. Yeah,
Well,
it's
here's
gonna
the
be
thing,
basically,
honestly,
hey,
I think
plasma
the-
or go home.
I think the current weapons, I wouldn't say they're garbage, and what I mean by that is it's all too easy anyway, right? Like I'm already,
Yeah,
I figure
missile
I'm
launcher's done.
I figure I'm a walking sidewinder, and I'm already crushing everything without any real difficulty at all. What am I going to be when I'm a walking Corvette? It's going to be even that less fun. Oh, by the way, quickly, did they keep our suits? Did they merge our accounts, or did we lose all our suits?
No, you have to rebuy your suits.
Okay, so they did.
It's a clear
okay,
save.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Just I assumed any of the grinding I was doing. Okay, it's the problem with my account. Interesting. All right. Well, I guess we'll play my alt. Hold on, guys. Now the question is which
You
of
can
my...
always train some more, maybe.
I've got two different alts. Yeah, I'll just play it that one.
The frame rate on the planet's surface is a little yikes.
They have done zero optimization, so yeah,
it makes sense. not happy about it.
Yeah, it's still an alpha.
It doesn't really make sense for something that people paid good fucking money and is titled as deluxe version, but you know, that's just a whole
Right.
different topic, I suppose.
In that sense, you're right. In that sense, you're right.
I'm always right, goddammit.
Yes, I am so sorry. I forgot that I was in the presence of both the almighty Yamex and the ancient
Yes.
one. My apologies. Shit, how do you switch to... That's the flashlight.
I had a question as well about VR. I didn't actually know. Is the alpha including VR?
It
apart
is.
from obviously walking around on foot?
Yeah, no, it does, and in fact, it includes walking around on foot. It's bizarre how almost done it is, but not done. So here's how it works. So all current in-ship stuff, everything exactly the same. When you go out on foot, you get this projected,
It's a flat screen
rectangular
projection.
flat
There you
screen.
go.
Well, hold on, but it's flat screen, but it's 3-dimensional. So you see only a square of a 3-dimensional world, and you use your mouse just like you would to look around that 3-dimensional world. What's bizarre, if they just took that little viewport that you get and expanded it all around you, they're done. And I'm guessing the only reason or primary reason they haven't is performance. Right, I've got to think that's why, because it is so close to being, and it's actually playing in VR on foot. I really struggle between it or on. I enjoy on desktop better. I have to say on monitor if I'm primarily doing on foot, but if I'm doing mostly ship and I'm just getting out to a little bit, I think it's pretty great, to be honest. By the way, Yamix,
Are you using the Quest 2 or?
No, I'm in the HP Reverb G2. So a little bit nicer
Still got the
resolution.
old Quest 1.
Yeah, and the Quest 1's got
is-
good resolution. The Quest 2 is great, and the G2 is greatest right now. Sorry, Yamix, what were you going to say?
The flat screen projection basically for VR is the same thing that Steam does. As a matter of fact, when you choose to play
Sure.
a game that is not
Sure.
in VR.
Well, if
So
that game
it's
supports
exactly the
3D,
same.
well, not exactly. If that game supports 3D or not, and a lot of games don't support 3D in that way, and so it'll be a big projection, but it's a flat 2D image, like a television projected in front of you. And the difference here is, in fairness to Elite, is the image you're seeing projected is still in 3D. So you still get the depth, just like it's real depth of VR, but you get this very constrained view. And I'm guessing the two reasons are, people getting sick or dizzy, and the biggest one being, again, performance, right? Because it's one thing, and because honestly, being on foot in VR is smoother than being on foot out of VR on my rig, or they're equally as smooth, right? But VR on flying around or driving around a planet is horrible performance-wise, because again, it's got to render everything around me, not just this constrained little view, right? So
Yeah.
okay, so looking at the mission board finally for the first time. And I see not a single wing mission.
You know what else are we not seeing about this time?
Not a single
Can
new
anyone
mission
guess?
type. What's that?
Oh, come on, Exigeous. You know this as well as I do. Come on.
No,
You're
I'm
not
just,
seeing one important thing here.
I'm just not thinking. What is it?
Come on.
Tell me.
You know it. Come on,
Yeah,
chats.
yeah,
I know
and-
you do
and
know.
My ships are missing in this one, right? Because they were all on my carrier. So confirm there. Tell me.
Oh my God,
Yeah, we're not seeing engineering.
Oh, well, we knew that. I mean, yes, and how not? Oh, and I assume they are expecting us to grind which I absolutely refuse to do. All right,
Many
so I
people
guess
say that they refuse to do, but
oh, no, I
end of the day,
refuse to do
you
it
all
during alpha. I'll do it during what's it?
Oh,
launches.
alpha, absolutely fucking
Right.
no. We got our accounts with millions of credits. Who cares, basically?
All right, so let's buy all the suits.
Anyone know the king binding to show the frames per second meter?
Control F. is the basic one, if that's what you mean.
Yep, that's the one I was looking for. Thank you.
Yep, sure. Control N is network, right? Or is it Control B?
Control B.
B,
Oh, wait, no,
B
N
for
is-
band.
Yeah, B. It's B.
B for bandwidth. That's right. It's B.
Yeah.
The other good one that I love is Control Alt G. Control Alt G.
Control Alt F. Delete. You know, or Alt F.
Well, Control Alt G will hide your entire HUD. So that's one I use all the time. Okay, hold on. I want to buy consumables. Yeah, I guess they took them all. Might as well stock up. I mean, that's why like the economies of the two are just so. Didn't they talk about at one point there being a different currency for on foot?
It's called engineering.
I mean, fair enough.
Real, sorry.
I mean, fair enough. All right.
I mean, it's a difference between realism versus
gameplay.
Sort of practical gameplay. I mean, is a suit really going to be more or as expensive as a ship? No, not.
Of course not. No, of course it's not. Of course it's not. And
So,
that's why I
I mean,
almost would have been okay with a different type of currency. Whoa.
No, but I mean, I think that doing it through engineers, basically, all the separate upgrades and having the weapons themselves be a little sort of generic in that sense, I think is actually a good idea, because it's the only way in which you're not going to feel like, yeah, but I can, with this easy to gain credits, I can buy a ship, but I have to grind for I don't know how long to get a t-shirt. You know, it's like the sort of immersion. It's a little immersion breaking. I know it's the forbidden I word, but so I kind of agree with the whole through engineering you get a more unique weaponry. I think that's a good way to go about it.
You know what I do like in engineering? When I can remove the things I've added to it and perhaps being able to swap it to other weapons as well. Though, you know, hey, let's start with the fact that we would be able to remove things, because we know that at least from weapons, once you put something on it, it's there to stay. Either you throw the weapon out, or...
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, dude.
Get fucked, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. By the way,
you actually run out of room in your inventory, like I have many times.
Oh,
you
Vindicator.
store stuff.
Vindicator. Right at this point, I own 55 or 60 ships just for module storage.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Right.
exactly
I mean, like I think one of the times I looked on Inara, I've got like 12. I think last time I looked, I had 135 grade A heavy duty shield boosters. If that puts just that one module, I had like 125 of them.
Yeah, I had about 90 of those.
Right,
and
yeah.
I had to cut them down.
By the way, I got to admit, I've always thought the Chieftain was a great looking ship, and this is the first time I, at least, have seen one in first person from the hangar bay, and I got to admit, it looks every bit as fucking great as I thought it would. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I think it looks. I don't know what I think about the physics of these struts at the rear. Like, okay, where the fuck's the engine go? But from a just aesthetics standpoint, I think that looks great. Am I nuts?
Someone said the Type 10 before, and it's somewhat immense.
Oh, it
keeps going.
I've seen the Type 10.
Me. I was walking around it, and
Yeah.
it looks like it looks like a building, and not like an apartment building.
You know what? I often joke that the Type 9 and Type 10 is like an apartment building strapped onto the front of a ship.
Pretty much, it is insane. And one of the good things, it is so large that from foot you can't see the spoiler.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
Just no.
Yeah, you know, I was just thinking, if we were really mean, we should do like a April Fool's spoiler video that the last big one more thing for Odyssey is that we actually are getting ship interiors. You think people be? You think people be? Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh, that's
you
so
think
mean.
people? You think people be pissed?
That would be the meanest, but greatest bit.
And use some of the sample videos that people have put together showing how it would work.
Oh, but that's so mean. That is so mean.
I have
I love
confirmed
it.
my
It's me.
sources. Yamix and I both can be each other's sources, right?
Oh yeah, sure.
Well, guys.
Hey, at least one of us has leaked shit. So whoa.
Yeah, you get the good stuff, don't you? Well, and there's the question.
Yes, I got all the good
I
stuff.
gotta admit, before your video, I was incredibly skeptical that we would get a new ship or new SRV. After your video, and that combined with the changes to
I was surprised
outfitting
as well. Like, it looks good.
I'm all but convinced we're getting that new SRV. in
Oh,
this
well, then
update.
we're definitely not getting it.
Oh, you don't think? Oh, crash to desktop. Crash to desktop. Crash to desktop. All right.
Yeah, I had the same. I had the same. I can't get in either.
And anyone just get Scarlet Crate?
I got.
Okay, let me ask this question real quick on chat because Simon said that he's checking for wing missions and can't find one. Has anyone seen
No, couldn't see any.
a wing mission? So give me a yes.
Plenty of massacre missions in the mission board, but none wing.
Okay, so rather than everybody tell me they can't find one, if you've seen one, please shout out. So just throw that out there once we see one, right? And I keep jumping all over the place, but I want to say one last time about Vindicator. Please go, check his channel out. Especially, I would love it if you came back and joined us all, Vindicator. Real great asset to the Elite community. Some of the best tutorials around. Really level-headed thoughts about the game. Was always a fan of your channel, Vindicator. It's when I will admit when I first really got into this. Two of the three big people that I thought about were you, Yamix is here too, and Ant, right? And I can count you. I hope I count you all as friends now. And I do remember the first time Yamix pinged me. God, do you remember? Was it just to say hi, Yamix, or was it for a specific I don't remember. I think it was just to say hi, really, or maybe to join me for a stream or something. But you were very friendly, right? You were the first kind of quote unquote big guy that reached out to me when I was at 5,000 subs or something like that, something little.
Vindicator?
No, me, you when you reached out to me. I'd say you were very nice.
God, I don't remember exactly.
Wrong. Seems right. Okay. Guys, are you there? Am I hearing you again? Am I back? I'm still not back in Discord.
Yeah.
There we go. Am I back, guys?
Well, voice-wise, yes.
Okay.
Voice-wise,
Okay. I think the stream is coming back now.
Yes, it technically shows something.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
We're getting to the good part where Vindicator Jones is starting to
There we
compare
go.
everything to Truck Simulator.
And I missed that. My audience missed that. And for those of you that are coming back, thank you. In fact, I might do a very quick giveaway just for you guys because that's awesome. I wouldn't come back.
hey, fact of the matter is, Vindicator, you could ask the developers of Truck Simulator for some giveaway codes. They are actually quite responsive on email because they did provide me.
Yeah, because nobody wants them.
What?
Why? No, it's a decent game.
It can be a threat if you do not subscribe.
I'll
spam your email with Euro Truck Simulator.
Yamix, did you
install it for you?
I will slam this truck through the mailbox.
Oh no!
Yemix,
it's
did
technically
you
smaller than anything? Yes.
did
I
you
will throw
see
the
my
station off its orbit.
did you see my tweet that I officially hit the big time and got offered to do a Raid Shadow Legends spot?
Oh.
Only now? I mean, they spam literally anyone.
Well, you know what? I've never been on any. No, and I'm not saying it like that, right? Like it's just funny that I finally got one. I got put on like Obsidian got me on some list from somebody he introduced me to. So all of a sudden, I went from hardly ever getting stuff like that to getting a shit ton now. And I just thought it was funny that I got a Raid Shadow Legend
just
once.
takes one random answer from some
Right.
random PR,
Right.
and saying, yeah, maybe just send details, and then suddenly you're on a fucking list, and my email is full of just these indies, saying, hey, we're
Right.
releasing a game,
Right,
request a review copy.
There's been one
Truck Simulator.
There was one that was kind of
surprisingly no.
Well, there was one that was kind of the only one that I've seen that was interesting so far that I actually would even remotely consider because I am interested in the product actually is Opera GX, and I haven't played with it at all yet. I haven't had time to.
Oh, it's horrifying.
Is it? Oh, okay.
The thing is, right, so Opera GX is basically an attempt from Opera, the company, to gamify a browser.
Right.
It's a fucking browser that is marketed as gaming, and it has a mode that reduces... Basically, all you need to do is watch Linus Tech Tips video about it. It tells you all
No,
you need
and I
to
have.
know.
And dude,
It
I have.
literally
I
doesn't
have.
work.
I have. And so I know all that about it. I haven't used it personally. And the two things that interested me in it are, one, I kind of dug the look, just visually. And two
there are
is
skins
I
for
like the I know.
browsers.
I know. I'm just saying, but I dug the stock look of it. And two, the fact that it's got such strong memory limiting, right? And as we all know, it's Chrome that just goes. I mean, granted, I've got 32 gigs of RAM, so I mean, it's rarely really an issue, but I was willing to try it, right? I was like, okay, that might be something I would be willing to. Raid Shadow Legends, there's no way I'm going to tell people that they should go play that. And now I can't log in at all. Is everybody in, or is anybody...
I'm loading in, and nothing's happening.
Okay, all right, so it's not just me. Well, Phase 4 is not starting so great, is it? Aposto is in channel. Yeah. Aposto has graced us.
Yes, I finally made it. How are you? How's everybody doing?
Oh, when you said my mic was hot on YouTube, was that like right as I got streaming again?
I think it was hot for a while because you were typing and kind of talking in the background a bit.
Okay. I guess I didn't realize I'd gotten it live yet.
Nothing to be embarrassed about, I don't think.
Yeah. Oh, if it was, I'm sure somebody would post it somewhere. Okay, so... All right, nobody is... All right, let's do this, guys. If you're in chat, if you are in game right now, please speak up.
Some trolls will be saying, yeah, Exigeous, I have.
Big. Well, they might. But okay, big zero that are in right now. Interesting. So Space Nerd Pickle says he loves Opera GX more than Chrome. Many little features it can do that makes it so much easier. Okay, I'm going to look at it because I there was a time way back before Chrome that I loved Opera. When we all went from it was cool to go to it was cool to move to Firefox, and then when Opera came out, Firefox was so last year. And Opera, remember when Opera ran on like every little dinky phone that supported every weird operating system?
I remember it. I
right?
used
Yeah,
it and
yeah.
still used for my Symbian mobile phone.
A Symbian?
Those who don't know, Symbian was the operative system for phones before Android.
Isn't that a thing chicks sit on in porn videos?
Anyway,
let's change the
yeah,
subject.
put it to vibrate, stick it between your legs. I don't know.
That'd be a hell of a phone, wouldn't it? Okay, so again, nobody can get in, so we're going to give this a little more time here. This has got to be, if you look at actually what has happened on screen, the absolute worst stream that I've ever done. It has to be. With the big crash too, lost half the audience, and I am going to reward those of you that stayed.
Welcome to my world, buddy.
Let's do
worst stream. I'm here.
That's true. And we have Vindicator. See, it's not that. It's like everything is going wrong. in the stream, right? The guests are great, right? Hell, we brought Vindicator back, right? We got Vindicator to come join us because it's what is it late at night or early in the morning for you, Vindicator? It's late, right?
It's about quarter one in the morning.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. Are you in Sydney, or are you on the other coast?
Melbourne.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, let's do another giveaway. Let's do, because I think I've got a couple more of these. Yeah, I'm going to do another one of these. Let's do an expedition ship skin and...
exclamation mark, vibrator. Vibrate. Wait.
I was going to be a little more PG. I was going to be a little more PG and say exclamation point loyal for people who were loyal and hung around.
Loiterers?
Hashtag truck simulator.
That's what I was
God, somebody's drinking the Kool-Aid a bit much.
All right,
truck.
I'm sorry that my audience actually missed this, but I'm going to trust it was good. I'm going to trust, and we're going to go exclamation point trust truck sim for an expedition ship skin pack.
That's
it. Start giveaway. It is exclamation point truck sim. Exclamation point dildo. Dildo would have been a good one. I would have had to sit here and click show.
I love it.
For every one of them.
Again, this is on Exigeous' end, not on mine.
Yes, on Yamix's. This is, yep. Yeah, Yamix, can you set up a...
stuff going on, and it's not Yamix.
Hey, Yamix, can you set up a giveaway on Streamlabs real quick?
The thing is, I do run a Streamlabs chat bot usually, but the problem is I have two chats, and I prefer to do my giveaways when I do them on Discord, so that people don't have to email shit and so on and so forth. Fair enough. It's faster, easier, and also, no one can claim that, I have this nickname. I just made a fake email and
fair. Yep. Fair enough. Just trying to give your viewers something. That's what it comes down to.
It's
okay. I'm gonna force kill this, guys. Again, is anybody in? I don't believe anybody is in.
Nope. I'm still slowing in,
okay.
Quote unquote.
Yeah, they're clearly having issues, aren't they?
Wouldn't be the first nor the last.
Yeah, well, it's an alpha.
I've just got the logging in window that's just constantly going.
Yeah, same here.
But this is kind of weird. This is worse than the alpha phase 1.
This has been the worst so far. And again, guys, look, for those that might be sitting there, and I know there are some of you thinking, man, why are they bitching about this? Holy shit, shut the fuck up, guys. It's totally been out for a few hours. You're absolutely right. But it's also alpha. We haven't anything else to do, so we're gonna sit here and bitch about it. Right? But no, you are right in that, look, as long as this works itself out the next little bit, no big deal. However, Yamix is also right. The other phases were not this bad. They were better than this, right?
Always right. But no, I mean, I don't know why Exigeous seems to be frustrated by such comments. I don't know. It's not
that I'm frustrated. I'm just explaining. Right? No. I know it is. I'm just addressing it. That's all, right?
Exclamation mark, spam it like a toddler. That's what it should be. Loud.
Oh, God, folks.
Well, hey.
N1 Ram said, bitching is valid feedback. It can be, right? Bitching in and of itself isn't necessarily, right? There's constructive criticism, right? There's motivations behind criticism, right? So in the right place, the right time, one man's bitching can be another man's valid criticism. Absolutely.
Yeah. I can totally accept logging issues for a few days on an alpha. It's implicit in the title, isn't it? I suppose.
Oh sure, and again for a few hours. Yes and no, right? It is certainly not released software, right? So it's not released software. It's disappointing.
We did pay for it.
Okay.
Well, okay, that's fair. That's
and
fair.
This was part of quote unquote deluxe.
But you're paying for the eventual product, right? You're paying for the eventual product, not necessarily the product complete as is. That's the difference.
Well, I mean, if they gave you something else tangible, I don't know, like a set of underpants or something with Odyssey written on them, so fair enough, that's okay. But to have all this alpha and it's not even going to be like the final product, and you're paying much extra.
But how many years of upgrades and updates and little tweaks and tenderness are you going to experience as a result of buying it now? You know, like, oh, you'll be able to get all this stuff over.
Am I hearing a sunk cost? Yes, I am. Oh boy, that's a good old sunk cost.
Well,
Whoa! Hold on. Hold on.
Right?
Somebody on the internet is wrong. Mike Metallic says you can't game in underpants. I have to correct that. That's the best way to game.
I'm gaming right now.
Is that not the best way?
I wanted to game in them.
Oh no.
You're either dressed in complete winter clothes or stark naked when you play games.
Oh man, this is getting really frustrating, I gotta admit.
I'm always in my free floating suspension when I'm playing games.
There will not be a okay, by the way, guys, let's for those that are not up to speed on maybe what's going on with Alpha, let's do a very quick recap. While we're waiting here, we'll give a little stall tactic and let me catch everybody out. We'll be a little educational here. So, there have been 4 phases. Well, there have been 3 phases to Alpha. Phase 4 launches today. The phases brought us, and hold on, I will find the plan and put it on screen even.
The roadmap for Phase 1 was basically opened one system without ships. We were given one spacesuit and, of course, weapons to use within it. We were only given Apex traveling ability within that system, and basically we got to experience simple missions that, the Odyssey would give us. And that was a simple mission without ships, just walking around and doing things. Exigeous?
Well, actually, Vindicator, why don't you tell the folks about Phase 2?
I have no idea because I haven't had a computer.
All you have
come on, you can deliver
well,
it in more
in
Australian
Phase 2,
manner.
I was actually loading up my semi-trailer.
That's
heading
awesome.
to London.
That's awesome. Well, you know what? I just sent you that for your own records. I just sent you the list, right? But I will then cover it, and Yamix and I can bounce it back and forth. But in Phase 2, they opened up us a little bubble of space. So we had a 20 light year bubble, so we could go see and do a little bit more, more planets to land on. So the first system was pretty big, but this gave us, the new jump animation, which is rather nice. All the new little graphical enhancements are rather nice. We were able to buy ships. They gave us a Cobra, is that right? Or did they give us the Cobra in Phase 3?
They gave us
that was in Phase 3
by default.
Yeah, that's right. They did. Yeah, so they gave us the Cobra. We were able to
buy a few more ships.
Right. You could buy any ship you could afford, really. That was, rank not necessary, all that good kind of stuff. They gave us the Dominator suit, which is the combat suit. So it got 2 large class weapons, rifle class weapons, and then 1 pistol. And for a brief time, we got the plasma weapons. We got the Artemis exploration
for the very start, first
day.
for
the first
Not
couple
even for
hours.
The day, for
first few hours.
12, 10 hours or so.
Yeah, and I was lucky that
I managed to play with them.
Me too. I streamed with them that morning. I played with them. I don't get why they're making such a big deal about them, but okay. So anyway, the frontline solutions conflicts were added, so on-foot conflict zones where, you're the first-person shooter combat, like the big part of the game. We got a single game mode. Now, I say it that way, implying there might be more than one game mode. We have no idea of that. I'm hopeful, but right now there is a single, kind of a mixed domination team deathmatch mode. And then to Phase 3, I'll give it back to Yamix.
Well, Phase 3 basically gave us nothing. Okay, fine, I'm being very cheeky here, but basically we got the Artemis suit, which comes with a single tool and a few other, sort of changes in the mechanics, but basically, well, not really changes, but value changes, basically. So yeah, the genetic sampling tool where everyone realized immediately they fucking hated the fact that in exploration, the new elite rank, the exobiology, would be a reaction-based, circle-matching, quote-unquote, gameplay. And because basically everyone hated it, developers came out with a message to all of us that, hey, we'd be removing this. Well, at this point we can confirm slightly before or on launch, or after launch, I mean, not before, this circle matching gameplay. They haven't said whether or not they're going to put anything instead of it, but they have promised in the meantime that the gameplay will play itself. So basically, you'll be just walking up to a thing, pointing your thing, and done. And that's elite rank, ladies and gentlemen.
And you know what kills me about that whole thing is, and I just actually to finish this before we go off on another tangent, today Phase 4 originally was going to give us the entire galaxy. It does not. Yamix, you mentioned that it gives us a 50 light year bubble, right? That in Phase 3.
Oh yes.
Yeah, okay.
50 light year bubble and
that's
about it, really. We got nothing
yeah,
else.
yeah. And then in Phase 4 we were supposed to get all of our ships. It says carriers, ships, fighters, and SRVs. At first, it was going to be a single ship. We got about 18 hours notice of that. I imagine a lot of people, I certainly voiced my disdain at that decision. They apparently changed their mind, which I think was a great thing to do, to bring all our ships over, but not our carriers. Or it seems that those of us that, like myself in my main account and both accounts, all of my ships are gone because they were on carriers. We've confirmed that. I don't think anybody that's had ships on a carrier has not lost them. Frontier's acknowledged it. We expect those to come back. I imagine it'll be today before they go offline is my expectation. Then all of a sudden we're getting this logging in bug. None of us can log in. The servers are clearly down.
We managed to play for a little bit, though.
We did. Well, yeah, I think I walked up to a mission board and that was about it. So the least smooth of all the launches thus far, disappointing because of that, because the others have not been bad in terms of, like I was in pretty quickly, playing pretty quickly, nothing keeping me. I want to say the worst of all time is clearly the Gnosis. I would say after Gnosis was probably the first fleet carrier.
Our first fleet carrier, definitely. That was when basically I went ape shit, if you will.
Yeah, that was a bad
one. The basics of it. So yeah, it was really poor, really poor, fucking bad. As a matter of fact. So, yeah. And as a launch, no. I think there was one more. September update.
So hold on a second. So yes, I do remember. So one of the guys just said he traveled almost 200 light years from Nervi to Shinrarta and back. So what is this talk of a 50 light year bubble? I'm using that in a general term. There was a bubble. Depending on where you are, 200 light years would sound incorrect, but there is right now still was a bubble. Now it increased to 50, so I'm again, they're using that term loosely. You know how routes can be and stuff.
Hold on.
I don't know if it's point to point 200 light years or if it's more like, when the jumps add up, it gets to 200. I could see how you could go that route.
What I understood was that they basically, for Phase 4, opened the whole galaxy.
No. We already had confirmation from folks that no. Huh. It is the same area that Phase 3 was in.
Then the big question is, what the fuck are they hiding? I can understand it in some way. However, there are other things that shouldn't have been hidden. And
well, let me be a little devil's advocate and be oddly defensive of Frontier. And this is assuming, and this is a huge assumption that is not necessarily a fair assumption. Yamix, you are definitely going to call it out, and you should. Get on with it. Which is, if you compared this to a beta or an alpha of something, or early access, whatever you want to fucking call it, of something like, say, Lara Croft Tomb Raider, like Shadow of the Tomb Raider, right? You would expect to get 10, 15%, 10, 15 hours maybe, of the entire gameplay in that alpha test, early access, again, whatever you want to call it, right?
Back in the day, they were called demos.
Demos, whatever you want to call this. Whatever you want to call this, right? So the question is, that's why, to me, there's two relevant questions. One, how much have we not seen yet? Have we seen 80% of what's coming, or have we seen 20% of what's coming? I fear it's 80. God, I hope it's 20, right? Because if it is only 20%, I understand why they wouldn't show us any different station interiors, because you don't need to test that, right? It's a fucking model. You don't need to show us different layouts, right? Now, gameplay, I hope that they've shown us the mechanics, and they've got the mechanics of go here, press this button, make this thing happen, and that's going to be flushed out into more mission types. I doubt it, but I very much hope. The frontline solutions conflict zones, that could easily be different game
I
modes.
mean, there are just so many variations at which you can just
Exactly.
generate. Go.
That's right.
Do team deathmatch, ladies.
That's
and
right.
gents. Team deathmatch. Team
Right,
deathmatch.
right. So there's lots of different things that can still come, and I'm very hopeful of those things, right? And that's what matters to me right now. Is what have we not seen? And I can understand that they would hold a lot back, right? I mean, of course they would want
Well,
to,
they
right?
said they
want
have,
this.
haven't they?
They did, but again, the question is how much. So yes, they absolutely are holding stuff back. We know that. It's pretty fucking obvious we're getting a new SRV. I'll be surprised if we don't see a ship.
Yeah, that seems to be expected. Yeah.
Right,
I don't expect a ship yet.
I'm 50-50 if we'll get a ship, and even less so if it'd be the
a new
Panther
ship would
Clipper.
appear, then it would
reckon
definitely
3
be
months.
appearing. A new ship would probably appear also on the dump date, I would say, and I haven't heard anything from the usual
Wasn't there
suspects,
something about the Panther Clipper, or was that around April Fool's?
Panther Clipper is old. Panther
Okay,
Clipper date, basically, from my source, was basically that it's just some old stuff from way back when. I think even during Horizons seasons nonsense time. So yeah, that was just simply something that I got extra. I knew it
That's just
existed
leftover
somewhere.
data, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So there's that, but yeah, the thing that we haven't seen, Exigeous did allude on, hey, how much percentage-wise we're not seeing, and if we're calculating gameplay hour-wise, we haven't seen about 90% of the gameplay, though that gameplay is singular and repetitive, and well, say it with me, grind. And that is engineering we haven't been given to experience, and that's gonna be horrifying.
Right.
I'm dreading when it actually comes out. Somebody calculated it on forums.
I'll give just a very random quick update. I messaged with the guy. Oh fuck, what's his name? The guy that created and runs ED Engineer. Right, we all know ED engineers so well that if you don't know, if you're engineering your ships and you don't know what ED engineer is, in chat right now you can type !ED engineer and get my video for it. Please go watch it. It's the most useful tool in all of engineering, in my opinion. Anyway, I pinged him to confirm he was planning to add support for all the on-foot stuff for Odyssey, and yes, he hasn't really started on it yet, but yes, and he thinks he'll have something by launch. Right, so a bit of good news, right?
Optimize the damn thing, because it gets really bogged down when you click too many ads.
Oh, I know, right? But
anyways,
he doesn't even play Elite, right?
Yeah, again, it's fine. It's absolutely appreciated because tool looks really good. It's really easy to use. So, big props.
Well, guys, and now of course everybody's typing !ED engineer. Hopefully that'll work. It should.
Just Google it, ED engineer, if you can't.
Well, yeah, but I now
don't
that
have
they're
my chats with the stuffs.
But now that they're using the tool, I want to make sure it's one of the commands. I thought it was.
But yeah.
Oh my goodness! I lied. Hold on, folks. I gotta fix that. Gotta fix it.
You can make multiple commands. Now you can just add what you said.
Is it actually a GitHub download?
It is, yeah. It's an app. It's fantastic. Yes, it is fantastic.
Okay. Thank you. Where's that one? Install.
Well, I wish you all a good day. Wish you the best of luck and enjoy your truck simulator.
I'm enjoying the loading screen, indeed. It's phenomenal.
Okay, there you go, guys. Now you can do... Yeah, Expedition Unforgivable. That's awesome. Awesome. Now you could do ! Yes, this is how Yamix always talks. So this is Yamix. This is Yamix the person, not Yamix the character so much.
Not necessarily.
Well, that's true. You get what I mean.
Well, this is live Yamix without a script, making horrible attempts at jokes that don't land. Unlike
it's all depending on how many potatoes he's had.
Yes, exactly. Oh God!
And I was proud to be a part of it.
That sets a tone and a bar. They are just saying, hey, we know about issues, just let us work on it. I'm fine.
I do have a copy of American Truck Simulator if anybody wants one.
I'm actually going to go to bed, so I'll catch you all guys later.
Good night, dude.
And Vindicator.
See you later, guys.
See ya.
No, it's basically just a cutting tool suit. That's all it is. Right, so phase 2, as in what happened in there. Right, so basically in phase, yeah, gotcha. Right, in phase 2, basically developers opened us, or rather gave us ability to pick up a ship and finally traverse a relatively small bubble of about 20 light year radius, you know, give or take, and another spacesuit that was the Dominator suit, which is the combat one, which well, we still don't really know exactly about the stats of it properly because again, engineering is blah, blah, blah. Anyways,
hold on,
yeah,
Yemix. Hold on, Yemix. Hold on, Yemix. Hold on, Yemix. How long have I been muted, guys? They just noticed that I was muted, and I must have laid my arm across it. So I am back now. But when was the last time?
We can recap again.
Yeah. So I'm not going to do that. Well, if nobody heard me, I guess I will real quick. No. I think I was screwed up. Minutes is what somebody said. Did you guys hear me say anything about phase 1? Oh, 10 minutes. Holy shit, if it's been that long.
Oh, boy.
Did you hear me talk about phase 1? I'm going to just go back to phase 1. So here's what we're going to do, guys. Because I can't get in, I'll assume you haven't heard me for a bit now. I'll just give a recap because I can't get in. I don't know what else to do. I think what I'm going to do is take a break now.
Let's regurgitate the information. Let's
So I'm going to take a break, eat lunch, and wait for it to come back up online, assuming it will after that, and then have another just drop-in stream real quick. So to recap where we are, for those that are maybe late, Phase 1 of the Odyssey gave us, we started with new commanders, we had the Maverick suit, which gave us a cutting tool, we got all the new missions, we got the new weapons that we have now. It was pretty basic, but at the same time, it was all brand new. It was pretty fun because we didn't know what the fuck we were doing at all. It was also really frustrating because of that. There were a lot of missing things. Apex Taxi was introduced. We were forced to use it because we didn't have ships. That plus a system that had 150,000 light seconds of travel in it made for some really frustrating early gameplay. Because of that, when we went to Phase 2, we were able to purchase our own ships. And what else we were able to do, Yamix?
Right, so we were able to purchase ships, we were able to traverse about 20 light year radius bubble, there we go, you know, a couple of systems here and there. Yep. Do missions, of course, in space, as well as normal ones on the ground, and we got a new space suit, which was the Dominator, which is, you know, supposed to be the pew-pew shooty suit without any tool, but with extra slot for another primary weapon. For the actual stats as to how it plays in between the other suits, well, we'll see that in later, but generally speaking, the whole phase was about combat, and surprisingly, we also got a chance to purchase the, what was it, the Artemis suit, as well as the plasma weapons, which do, well, one of which today we can pick up, the other one cannot still. However, developers said it was a mistake and removed it, obviously. And yeah, but still, it was interesting to play around with plasma weapons. And of course, with the ships, you were able to finally land anywhere on, you know, on planets that you were able to get to, which opened up for a bit better chance to look at the new additions to planets, which was the life and blah blah blah. Yeah, basically feel how ships feel generally with the atmospheres, well, light atmospheres, which is no different from normal atmosphere ones, but whatever. Right. And let's see, anything else? Yeah, no new weapons except for plasma weapons, which were added, and then
VR
for
VR support.
Was it?
Yeah, and let's be clear about VR support, guys.
You know more about that. So back to Exigeous.
Yeah, and then I'll go to Phase 3 and we'll call this. So VR support right now, and what we're going to get for launch is everything like it used to work perfectly. So if you're in ship, in your SRV, you're full VR, just exactly like you've always been. There's now, once you go on foot, you're met with a projected screen in front of you that is huge, right? If you brought it into reality scale, right? It's rather large, but it's also just a viewport in front of you. But that is full 3D, full depth. So it's great, to be honest with you, in a lot of ways. The only thing keeping it from being just full VR is taking that limited square view and opening it all around you. I'm guessing they haven't done that for two reasons. One is probably performance. That's probably the main one. And two, related to performance, is being able to keep a high enough frame rate to keep it smooth enough to keep people from getting sick. I have a pretty iron stomach. I would take the frame rate hit because they've also added a mode so that you can play the entire game in this projected VR mode if you wanted to for some reason, even sitting in your cockpit. Okay, maybe you get dizzy, but you want the 3D effect, so you can actually just go. I can't remember what it's called exactly, but there's now, like, there used to be like 3D headphones, 3D speakers. There's now like a cinema something, I think is what it's called, right? And for me personally, I mean, you guys can see it on camera. I've got a very nice giant 49-inch monitor. So I do prefer that for on-foot gameplay. That said, if I'm doing something that's mostly in ship, I'm flying down to a planet, especially if it's somewhere I know it's going to be really pretty, and I'm in VR already, if it's not a full on-foot mission, and the mission part, and I'm guessing this is going to be most of the time, is just a subset of what I'm doing, I'm probably going to stay in VR and use the projected thing. In fact, Aposto, are you here?
Yep.
I know you.
I agree with
Yeah, and by the way, well, you've been quiet, dude. I know you've got some experience with this, and are a big fan of it as well. Am I right?
Yeah. So I have the Rift, the first, the CV1, and I did not have the bug where I couldn't see. So the only thing was, it was really interesting to me because the sense of scale that you get is there. So the 3D is there. It's just like they put this gray. You're in like a gray box with like. I feel like I'm in a cardboard box, and the one side is open that you can see out of. It just needs to like zoom in. It seems like they're really close to making VR work.
I mean, again, doesn't it feel like they just have to open that from the, you know, they just need to remove the filter basically, right?
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
But you know, when I was walking around like inside the station, I felt like I was about 6 foot tall instead of being like no sense of height really. And then in like 2D, the full screen mode, you know, I felt like I was going through people's necks, so I felt short, kind of.
Yeah.
But in VR, it looked like that like that's not a problem. And then, of course, when you're on those bases on the planets, you look up at the buildings, and the buildings look big. Again, the sense of scale in VR. I'm a big fan of VR, as you know, but I think that especially Elite Dangerous is like, wasn't it one like the best for a while? Like, it is in the top 3 of all, like top, you know, all time
of just
best
VR games. Oh yeah, of VR games. Oh,
Right,
whoa,
of
guys! I'm getting in. Somebody just happened to say it in chat just as I started to go in. I got past the logging in screen. I'm at loading.
Oh, you're in
Here
the
we go.
same screen I am in, and I've been for the last half hour at the very least, so I enjoy that.
Well, okay, fair enough. But I'm now further than I've been for a while.
Not much of an accomplishment, now is it?
No, it certainly is not. Of course, I was just about to call it. So yeah, Aposto, yeah, please finish what you're saying.
I think that the big point, though, is if they can get it, you know, working fully with VR, that the game works as a VR game. So it's a very successful VR game to me. And I think even the first-person shooter stuff, like, as a VR game, will be like one of the best first-person VR games.
It could be, yes. I agree. Right?
The locomotion works. The sense of scale really just, again, that's kind of the big part. But the graphics themselves being somewhat flat, or, I mean, I don't know. I've heard different descriptions being compared to Halo, or maybe older style graphics. You know, it's like, is it 2008 again, or, you know, that kind of thing. But again, in VR, it blows you away. It's just amazing. It looks great. I mean, so again, I hope that they fix the VR. I know that you too, X, are looking forward to that, and especially with your rig and your setup. You know, you're set up for VR so well that, you know, I hope that they make that work.
Well, you know, the biggest thing too, I think that I wish they would. I was expecting more of was some sort of quick switching between VR and non-VR because there's so many settings to change. Oh, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in.
God damn it.
Oh, look at that. Somebody else just messaged me.
And I'm in open.
They're in as well.
Okay, so I'm in open, and I'm at Savitskaya in Nervi. If folks are in, I am in my alt account. It's Metsys, METSYS. Oh, I see one human there. Unscanned. Commander Vic. Yamix, you're not in yet, correct, Yamix?
I'm enjoying a good loading game.
My speaker just fell off.
I still have loading screen.
Well, I do have my ship that was on my carrier now, though.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Hopefully that's what they fixed.
Okay. I have the legs man loading screen now.
Okay. All right. I'm heading up to Inter Astra right now.
Oh, fuck me.
And my ships are all here. No, they're not. Sorry, I lied. Managed ships, one ship owned. Okay, yours are there that were not there before.
No, just my one ship for sure is here.
But the others are not.
It was on my carrier.
Oh, but you were in it, right?
Right.
Okay, yeah. The ones we were in had already come over. Okay, I'm going to check the mission board again for on-foot mission. It is going super slowly.
I wonder if they just had a problem with trying to, import all of everyone's ships instead
Right.
of just the one that you were in, and now they had to revert back to just the one that you're in.
And somebody asked, when did they migrate over? It was on the 23rd. I think there was a time they stated, but I don't recall what it is now. But it was on the 23rd. Okay, the mission board just went to load, never loaded. And yeah, guys, you know what? I'm in now. I'm going to go ahead and close the raffle. So if you haven't seen me right, if you want to stay for a quick second and see, I'm going to close entries, guys, in 5. When standby crashes, when it either crashes or shows me the missions, that's when I'm going to close it. Exclamation point. What was it? Truck sim? Exclamation point truck sim. Okay, here we go. Closing entries now. And picking a winner. And it is Emperor Spore on Twitch. Emperor Spore on Twitch. If you will please email me at EDExigeous, EDExigeous@gmail.com. That'd be great, buddy. Congrats. That is a ship skin. Which one is that? The Expedition prize or ship kit. Or ship back rather. Okay, so now let's check. See anybody seeing wing missions? No, not a single one. I see nothing new that would make it look like a wing mission. No.
No wing mission still?
No. I'm going to go fly to another station. I'm going to go fly to another station and just check them. Let's see if my consumables actually purchased. Yes. Okay, that was weird. She wasn't talking to me when I walked up. Yeah, she's not speaking right. Oh, wow, way delayed between it. Show server down for me. Some of the guys are saying, okay, well, I guess maybe I'll count myself lucky that I'm in right now.
I just got a Scarlet Crate.
Okay.
Neat.
Yamix, what's your status?
Touching my Python vigorously.
Whoa!
I just got Tope. Wait, how do you say that? Tope?
Topaz? Topaz?
Tope Cobra?
You mean taupe.
Taupe. That's right.
Taupe.
You got it. Thank you.
Americans not knowing how to pronounce English.
Taupe.
Oh no.
They read English good. Mm-hmm.
Boy, that is a good. That is a good looking ship, guys. I gotta admit, that is a good looking ship. The new, you know what? If I bitch about certain things, I gotta give credit where it's due. And I gotta say, while the new ships, oh, and look at that, crashed to desktop while I'm trying to praise it. Awesome. Awesome. Wow.
Oh no.
Is that not just perfect fucking timing?
It's beautiful.
So what I was going to say was, I think the new physical base rendering is great, right? What was it? Oh, you know what? While we're also been catching up on stuff, let me show you guys some of the screenshots they've shared of the new Planet Tech when we get this. Let me get logging in. Okay, so these are screenshots from the stream the other day. Aposto, did you see these?
No.
Look at the stream, because they look awesome. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let me turn off my turn off the overlay.
Ah, I see.
Whoops. Come on.
Well, when they come on.
Ah. Oh shit! Hold on. There we go. Okay, so I mean, dude, that's okay. I mean,
and I cried. Oh no!
I think that looks fantastic. It almost looks like there's life down there.
That one looks pretty good. I like the blue atmosphere.
Yep. There's a few more.
It feels a bit much, doesn't it?
I don't think so, Yamix. I think it looks fucking great.
No, I mean, I like the idea, but if this game is about, you know, more realistic approach, doesn't that feel a bit much?
I don't
for
think
a
so.
light atmosphere planet.
I don't know. It feels. You know what? It feels believable to me.
Like, that red is too much. Like,
Well, this one is awful, and you can see how blurry it
Yeah.
is. I'm guessing there was something wrong with the screenshot because it looks wrong. But the rest of them, I think these look. I can't wait to get in and see these.
I mean, to be honest, I'm already pretty impressed with the planetary tech that's already here. It's by no means perfect, and it has issues, but it's
okay.
it's
So
a
by the way,
massive improvement.
my main still cannot log in. I'm gonna have to try my alt again. I was hoping that, you know, now that we all got back in.
The interesting thing is that I do see when your main account logs in, I do get the ping. Like,
Do you?
Marcus
Yeah,
Exigeous has
it's come
gone
online.
offline.
Yeah. Okay.
But
well, this is not the first time. I actually got stuck once when just randomly on like a Friday or something, and couldn't. Like this was like I took a mission from somebody. Yeah, it was really early in the morning. I took a mission from like a random mission giver. I was messing around with that, and just as I took it, I crashed a desktop. And from then on, I couldn't log back in. I just got stuck in the like a rebuy loop, and had to ping a doll yet Frontier who got the devs. I mean, it took them like eight hours to get it fixed, which hey was, you know, better than anybody else's turnaround would have been. It was frustrating because I was going to do work that day that I couldn't, but they did get me fixed. So
they imported the Hollow Me. And my Hollow Me's not smirking at me in an uncomfortable way anymore, so that's an upgrade.
Oh,
okay. By the way, guys just said servers are down again, and yep, I can't. I'm back to.
I was just yeeted out.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, because that's what I was gonna do anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and call it now, guys. And I will come back once the servers are definitely up. I'll give them up and stable
You
for
mean
10
tomorrow?
or 15 minutes. Yeah, could be. Absolutely could be. But this is getting ridiculous, guys. I feel this has already been an awful
it certainly
stream
does.
in terms of like actually. I mean, we just sit here and listen to me.
I mean, I'm still playing.
Yes,
Question is,
big
for how
F,
long?
big F in the chat for this stream for sure. If I could give you your money back, I would. So
yes, give us
It's a
our money
deluxe. It's a deluxe experience, ladies and gents. This is why you never pre-order.
Not really your fault.
No, obviously not. It's just frustrating, obviously. So anyway, guys, yeah. So
order my streams.
Yeah, no shit. So Discord, obviously, I'm gonna hang out. If you guys want to come hang out with us, if you're looking for somewhere to come play, looking for help, looking for groups to play with, a squadron to join, whatever, please stop by the Level 11 Discord. You can type !Discord in the chat to get the link, and come join us. Pretty helpful group. Good guys. We have a lot of fun. Lots of people to help you. And if you'd like to come chat during streams, you're welcome to do it that way. And I hope to see you guys a little later this afternoon. Otherwise, what's the new one? Strut dangerously. Take care, guys.